morning, everybody. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Buddha Biscuits. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Making my coffee. I gotta get my water. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Give me a minute. My coffee's taking a little bit longer. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon. I need to put some lotion on my hands. Hold on, y'all. I'm running behind today. Give me a second. Nigga hands just be crusty for no reason. Just crusty hands. They be clean, but they be crusty. Hey, y'all. How did everybody sleep? I hope y'all slept well. I hope y'all slept good. Did y'all sleep good? Everybody sleep good? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Pumpkin. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I might be on my thing. Good morning, Day. How you feeling, Pumpkin? Auntie been praying for you. I've been praying for everybody though. Okay. Okay. I need you to anoint your body every single day. Okay? Every day. If your husband can do it, I need you to anoint your spine every single day. Every day. And speak healing over your body. He can do it. He can do it. He definitely can. You slept well. Good job. Not us. My baby girl was up with the one up. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I slept well. I heard someone in my dream calling my name twice. I got my oil now. Get out my living room, Auntie. The way y'all be over here in my business. Good morning, family. I finally got his Princess devotion on every page has been chopping me in the throat. Girl, listen. And having me bawling in tears. And it feels so good that he is confirming this transformation I'm about to go through. And if it wasn't for me being here, I wouldn't have got this far. He knows. Listen. I believe in my heart that even if y'all wasn't here, he was still going to do it. Because that's how big of a God he is. You heard me. He would have found a place. But I'm grateful that the transformations is happening here. Thank you, Pumpkin. Girl, I put some eyebrows and some eyelashes on. Auntie has been trying to get her mind together because it's a lot happening. So I made some soap. I just been trying to get back to the things that I did before TikTok that made like calmed me down, you know. And I'm not even gonna be on here that long today because I got a lot of stuff I need to do. Gotta go and run some errands and stuff like that. I ain't even been leaving my house, right? Because anxiety has been taking over me a little bit. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all. The whole situation with the man and him playing hide and go seek, it has kind of had me in a little box because I already had the dream about him showing up at my door, right? And so then the other night I was thinking, let me tell y'all this, and my cousin might be in here. But the other night I was thinking about it and I started crying and I was like, God, can you please tell me where he is? Not that I'm gonna tell the people, but I just need to know his location, right? And I had this like overwhelming feeling of him coming to my door. Well, God had kept telling me to call my cousin, but I was getting some stuff done. And as soon as I sat down to make my soap, she called me. And exactly what I had been thinking about, y'all, about this man showing up at my door, trying to get in my house. Why was she going through that with a strange man that showed up at her door? Her camera didn't catch it. He wouldn't leave her yard, so much so that she had to get her grandma and cock it, okay, and tell the nigga to leave. So to my parents that let their kids open the door, mind you, she had just started telling her kids, well, she been telling them, don't open the door, don't say who is it. You let me get to the door. You let me go. And her daughter was getting ready to do it. And the brother said, you heard what mama said. Shh. And it was a Spanish man that could barely speak English. He kept talking about, you know, whatever he was talking about. She thought it was her mom and her niece pulling up. So she locks the door, goes to get her stuff, and some tell her to go back and check. Why was her mom and her sister, her niece had pulled up, and he was at the window where her niece was? I don't know if he was trying to get in the car, but he immediately left the front porch and went to the car where her disabled mom and her daughter, her niece of only 11 or 12, I think she might be 12, was. She had to cock it and say, you better go now. Okay? So if you are not teaching your children not to say who is it, you're doing something wrong. I'm going to tell you right now. Your children, especially with the water folks running around, don't let your kids open the door. Don't let people know you home. We going back to how we used to do in the 80s. My mom used to tell us, when I ain't home, don't even go to the door if somebody knocking on it because I got a key. Ain't nobody supposed to be coming over here anyway. So here I am thinking about this man showing up at my door. And like, I don't have like a screen door. So the man was at her, she said, cousin, if I would have not had a screen door, he'd have kissed me in my mouth. That's how close he was. If I would have opened my door and didn't have no screen door, she said he would have been close enough to kiss me in my mouth. Now, she had there's no man there. It's just her disabled mom, and her children. So if you don't take the things that I say about teaching your children seriously, because a person that's coming in to hurt you don't care about hurting your kids. You hear me? And she was like, cousin, you said I've been teaching them to be quiet. Don't touch the windows or that door. Yep. We could open the door or answer we couldn't open the door or answer the phone. That part, that's crazy. Teach these babies. I'm trying to tell y'all, teaching my grands not to answer the door, but to quietly get in the door. Yes, Sean. Yes, my kids, I tell my kids this every day. I got cameras. No need to open. Right. Yep. I don't play that. I'm trying to tell you, listen, it's a real thing. So that feel, it's making the hair on my body stand up. That feeling was on me. And he kept telling me to call her. Well, if I would have called her, I would have been calling her in the middle of it. I said, get up and go anoint your house. And her cameras did not pick him up, y'all. Just argued with my own grown sister about just opening the door without looking out. Auntie, I'm trying to tell you. You said, yeah, I don't play that about I'm trying to tell you. Especially in the days that we're in now, because don't think that people are not going to start dressing up as ICE trying to get in. They already doing it. They're dressing up as Amazon people. They're dressing up as the light company, even if they are not that. Yes. Well, y'all got to think. People have things now where they can like make your camera not work when they getting ready to pull up on your house. They have those scramblers or whatever you want to call them. They have those. They do. And they're using them. TikTok sell everything. I saw yesterday they selling a door lock pick. You know how the what's the name people come and they unlock your door? Yeah, they had one of them. I said TikTok need to stop doing so much now, because now you're giving people tools to break in, like selling it for people to break in people and pick their locks. That's not safe. Listen, you said so true. I had one dressed like an AT&T try me 3 times. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, and the crazy niggas I done dealt with, baby, they be outside my You said just like what they used to do in Vinny. Listen, Mari, it's a real thing. You hear me? Amazon sells that stuff too. They just don't advertise it. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. And that's why I'm telling y'all, please be careful. We live in it is, Queen. We live in perilous times. And I know people don't want to believe that, but we do. And I know I probably get on y'all nerves, but I just told my son last night, I said, I've been in so many crazy situations, but I'm so grateful that I was feeling like it was a curse on me. But now I see that I went through people shooting at my house, breaking in my house, all this so crazy stuff, so I could tell somebody else, no, this can really happen to you. And God can keep you, but you need to be aware. Okay? You said I always wait till they leave if I'm expecting anything. Me too. I'll let it sit out there for a few minutes and will, especially with the situation I'm going through right there. I got y'all pregnant. They find this nigga. Oh, I ain't scared, but I'm a little nervous. I need them to find this nigga. Do you hear me? I need them to find him and put him where he belongs. He is a threat to society now. God, please. I need to hear some good news, and it ain't good news and nobody locked up, but it is when you walk around taking people's lives, honey, and you didn't try to take mine a few times. God, can you please find him? Please. So a couple weeks ago, a lady came to my door and handed us a mini flag, then went to her car to bring a box that was an air filter, then kept trying to get in the house after I said no. Oh, yeah. I can sit on the porch until they gone. Listen, you can sit, yeah. Yeah. Baby, I come from, now, auntie is old, but some of y'all know. Listen, I come from a family that's going to send a nigga to the door and we on the side of your house. I ain't even going to hold you. You don't even know. We at your back door, your windows, and your front door. And whatever they said to do, they going to do it. That's the kind of family I come from. Lord, that's so frustrating. Girl, listen. You said, Lord, that's so frustrating and scary. It is. I want him to be where he's supposed to be, because he is a threat to society. The nigga done messed up all kinds of folks. I just need him to be where he gonna be. So I know they got him in there and he okay, because he still ain't nothing. I've been checking the news, checking the DOC records, baby. They ain't found that nigga nowhere. You hear me? And he's very good at hiding, so... Ooh, Jesus, I just need them to put him where he need to be so I can go back to my regular life. I do not want them niggas popping up on my doorstep now. Goodness gracious. So, to those of you that can, and I don't know, I'm just going to say it. Y'all know we be trying to help folks that don't have it. Okay, or that are really struggling, and so go ahead and email, because I couldn't think of nothing. It is what it is. If you said, I understand, dealt with a stalker just 2 years ago. He was going to all my windows and all kinds of hours of the night, girl. And this nigga big, black, and strong, and demons been running through him for a long time, because that grandma is a witch, a real one. She got rid of all the kids and everything and stuff and stuff. Baby, the spirit of murder runs through that family. Do you understand me? It's spooky. So, I'm like, God, I need you to really help me. You know? I don't be wanting to leave and all kind of stuff. And then we got the ice stuff going. It just be a lot. So, they need to find him. They need to find him. They need to find him. It's making all my hair on my body stand up. Thank you, Lord, for them finding him. Anyway, so if you would like one of these, And we, you know, we ain't got a whole bunch. But if you can buy it yourself, buy it yourself. If you can't, I get it. But you can either get one of these, a meal grinder, okay, or a bag of wheat berries. I need you to email tatnotplace at gmail.com. Put your full address and say what you want, because I'm just going to send them through, what's the name? But if you can afford to get this, please do, so we can get it to somebody that can't. But if you need it and you don't have the money for it, you know, whatever. But you can either get a bag of wheat berries we can send, or a bag, or this. But we only gonna send out like 4 or 5 of these, and maybe 4 or 5 bags of wheat berries, okay, y'all? So I want to get those out because I was supposed to do it last week, but it's a lot of going on. So I'm gonna get them out tonight. Well, you know, get on Amazon and send them out or whatever. So we'll yeah. No, put what you want on there. But if you can purchase it yourself, please do. Okay, so that we can get it to somebody that might not have it. Okay. And I know everybody is kind of going through stuff, so I just don't like, if you know, I want to make sure that we can spread, because we've given a lot of things out, and some people, not saying nothing, but some people, you know, have gotten a couple things through giveaways. So we want to give away some stuff that to people that might not have received it yet or whatever else. But also, because times are tough, if you don't need it and you know you can get it, please do. But if you can't, then we'll go ahead and try to get one out to you, okay? And we're not sending out 20 of them or nothing like that, but we're gonna send out probably 4 or 5 of them. And then you said I got mine. I got both in my car. Thankful for I already received here. Okay, auntie. Because, you know, I just be wanting to make sure everybody feels special at some point in time, you know? So, with that, Queen, I'll be getting your candles out, or candles. I'm going to send you and bro a candle. And then, Mr. Hardy. And then that's all with that. But I haven't forgot. I bagged those up last night. So, I want you to know I didn't forget about y'all. His candle is Sauvage, and yours is the pink sugar and lemon, I think. Okay? So I want you to know that. Hey, Joy, good morning. I want you to know that I haven't forgot about you. I mean, it's been a lot going on in my life, you know? So, I want to say that. Hilarious. Well, I'm sending him a candle. Because I be forgetting about my brother, you know? So I got your candle and his candle in there. Mr. Hardy said he wanted one, so I got one for him, and I made one for my son. And then I have made my daughter some candles as well. So trying to get those out. I made me some soap because I made all that soap and didn't keep none for myself. So I made some soap, and it smells really, really good. Thank you, Antoinette, for the Carolina Herrera. I am going to send my daughters a couple of those. I appreciate you for that. They came out really cool. Now, let me tell y'all what I did. For the soap makers in here, you know how normally when we see the oatmeal, it's the big pieces for the exfoliation? Y'all, why do the hair on my body keep standing up? Our 17th wedding anniversary is next Friday. If I have it by then, I'm definitely going to burn them. Okay, so I'm going to try to get them out today. If not today, first thing in the morning. I have to re-up on candles. Used it so many times during the ice storm. Yes. Oh, and happy anniversary early if I forget, sister. Okay? So, what else was I going to say? To the soap makers, y'all might already know this. I didn't. I be trying to put people on. I ground up my oatmeal into like a oat powder, like oatmeal flour or whatever, and put it in there. It changed the consistency and it looked real creamy. Okay, so I don't know if y'all already did that or not, but I did. Okay. And so if you're making soap, because I'm thinking that the water quality when they get to us is going to be horrible. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. If you make soap, and you put the oatmeal in there, try something with the ground up. You said yes, it will make it extremely creamy like a butter. Girl, yes. 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 I put oatmeal, goat's milk, powdered milk, sugar, shea butter, and something else in there. You said, yes, it does. I love oats and soap. It's good for eczema. See, all my grandbabies got eczema. You talked about getting quick oats and went to the store. They were on clearance. You're welcome. Y'all, because guess what? Who's noticed that whatever is going to be in, it seemed like in, yes, I put sugar in it. That honey, okay, so you know how we bought the dehydrated sugar honey stuff? That's what I be putting in there. That's what I put in all of y'all soaps that I sent. That honey, the dehydrated honey that we bought in the big cans, that's what I be putting in there. You said all my grands have eczema as well. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. So I want to get that out. So if you want a bag of wheat or a meal grinder, please email Tat Not Place so that I can yes, girl. Yes, that's why I put that in there. The soap I got from you was just great. I'll have to get some more. Listen, just make it. Just make it, cause I'm stocking up my thing now. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna send my kids some, but I gotta get my soap together, cause if it ain't no soap, I was like, yeah, you need to make some soap for yourself, right? And stock it up and whatever else. So I'm gonna try to make me about 50 bars and put them up. You know what I mean? Cause I don't really like using bar soap, but if it ain't no soap, I need to be able to wash my tail. You hear me? You said the sugar is an exfoliant. Yes, like sugar scrub. Well, see, I didn't do, but this the thing. It breaks down. You can't. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I'm really trying not to use the stuff you gave me. Girl, put it in there. You better use it. And see, I didn't know you had to cure the soap, so please use it. But I didn't know that the sugar will push out, so it like crystallizes on the outside. Cause I thought it was mold, girl. I was about to throw all that soap away. But it was the sugar pushing out of the soap. But I guess I didn't mix it at the right temperature. I don't know. Y'all know I was just trying something. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Y'all better use it. Four packs of soap for $1.25 and stock up. Right. You said if you can't make any. Use that soap. It do feel good. You sent me an email explaining what's happening. About what? Why you put the sad? Okay, so I'll get to it. Okay. Is it about like what's going on in the world? Because I've been trying to get that stuff out. I'm gonna be honest. I can't hear all the sad stuff every day. It's taking a toll on me. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if it's something that God can take care of, I've asked that y'all go to Him. Okay, yeah, okay. But if it's something that you need help with, let me know. I still got the soap you sent me at this point. I'm preserving it. Y'all use that soap, okay? But Auntie, I've been trying to just because again, I'm only one person, and we hear a lot of sad information every single day. So I've been trying to not, because between TikTok here and my real life, it's been real heavy around here. I'm going to just tell y'all, sometimes I can't even get out of my bathroom. And so, okay, if it's a situation you need help, I got you. But if it's just like what's going on in the world, I already know. You see what I'm saying? I can't. I just use mine. I used mine up and loved it. I got you, sis. I got you. I know how to, I had to slow down a bit. Yes. It's Tat Not Place, y'all. It's the same email it's been forever. I love y'all. It has not changed. It's the same. If you've ever sent me an email, it's the same one. Okay? You said I use mine up. Yeah. Okay. But I just want y'all to know, because stuff has started getting real heavy for you, girl. Okay. Because every day we come in here and there is heavy, 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 heavy information. And it's been 4 years of heavy. And so I had started being almost like paralyzed in my bathroom, couldn't move. I just sit in there for hours, wasn't doing nothing in my house, wasn't opening my blinds and everything. So, okay. Okay. So some days it's a lot. Okay. All the sad faces and stuff. And I know it's a lot going on, but y'all, sometimes it be real heavy. So I want y'all to know I'm not avoiding y'all, whatever, but sometimes I just don't have the mental capacity to deal with crazy. And my crazy, y'all crazy, somebody else is crazy, it'd be a lot going on. So with that, please send your emails to tatnotplace@gmail.com. Again, if you can purchase it yourself, this isn't not, I'm just getting something for free. We're trying to help folks because I know everybody is struggling. I know things, not everybody. You said your life, yes, life is life. And over here, I'm really going through it right now, right? Right. And I think that people forget that they can take issues to God as well, because I'm not God. And so there's things I can only pray for you. That's all I can do in your situations. I can pray, I can go to God for you, but you all have to go to God for yourself too first. I ask that you do that first. I ask that you journal first. I ask that you go to God, put yourself on a fast, pull your plate back, do whatever you got to do. I just got my grinder in the basket to get as soon as I get home. Come on, sister. That's the thing, because it's like, you know like I can do so much. And so that's why, even with certain things, we had to stop having certain information put in the class, because it will change the mood of the class. Now, if you need immediate prayer, okay, but if it's something that happened 3 days ago and you wait until we get in class instead of sending an email about it, sometimes it makes me feel away, because you know it do. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It really do, because it's like, hey, we have a hotline for that, so I can bring it out at the appropriate time in class. But sometimes it does feel like when the class is high and we're laughing and we're having a good time, someone comes in and it's like, oh, woe is me, and it's like, whoa, just wait a minute, why you didn't email that or send that? So again, we here to help. I love y'all. Y'all know we do what we gonna do, but also, um thanks for y'all praying for my little cousin. He got discharged from the hospital last night. My aunt took him home. Okay. Okay. You said you feel like that sometimes too. No, because it really do be happening, and I be trying not to chop people in the throat. I ain't even gonna hold you. Some folks like attention, and they wait until we get in class to talk about certain things, and they'll see that the class is high, and they do it, and they don't think I pick up on the spirit, but I see it. And so that's why sometimes I just look away, because I'm not gonna say what I want to say. Woe is me, folks. And we got them in here. I love them, but we still got them in here. So there's that. Yes. Because why didn't you email me and tell me about it so I could talk to you about it and then ask if it's okay, You say, yep, and they be trying to ride the emotional wave and not understanding that be making me not want to come on here. Because I don't want to be sad every day. I am an empath. And when I have to feel all of that, it's a lot. Okay? It is. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. And I think people, again, I go through this in my personal life. People get so used to dumping on me, but they never call and ask me if I'm okay. They expect me to have all the answers and magically fix their stuff. Ain't nobody to fix mine. I deal with all of my problems by myself, because even if they listen, they can't do nothing. And some folks just want information so they can be nosy and go, oh, well, CERCA told me da 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 da. So I can't really talk to nobody in my family. I don't be having nobody. So I take in all of this stuff, but there's nobody for me to unload on. And when I do try to talk to people about it, they kind of blow it off like, oh, okay, well, you'll be all right type deal. You hear me? So sometimes I'll be like, please don't. Okay? Being an empath is hard. It is. And so that's why, if you see that it's not that we will not pray for you, and if it's an emergency, I get it. But if you could have emailed me the information and you didn't, sometimes that's why I side eye. because you wait until we in here laughing and happy, and I'll be seeing that you in the class, and then you'll wait and, oh, woe is me. Stop doing that. Please and thank you. Because I can't fix nothing. God is the only person that's going to be able to take care of it. Our prayers can help, but make sure that any issue you have, you are taking it to God first. You said this was me this morning. I said that I was. Sis, I swear I told a couple of my friends the same thing. They always call me to vent, but never available for me or even check. Girl! 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 And I got my kids going through stuff. Man, listen. Sometimes I just be wanting to get on here and forget what's going on. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you. I understand this. I be irritated a lot of it sometimes. Yes. Because some folks don't want to change their situation. They try to get over, they're liars, they're woe is me and all that old mess. They just want some sympathy and want somebody to, we care about you. We love you. We do. But take that mess to God. Take all of it to God, because don't come in here and you ain't took it to God first. Don't ask us for prayer and you haven't prayed to God about the situation. Now, if you've done that, come on in here and we got you. But some folks, they wait till we get in here to just say that. I mean, okay, let me ask you a question. For real. If you had to hear about death, sickness, turmoil, all of that every day, how would you feel? You said you all in my conversations. How would you feel? For 4 years straight, you try to wake up happy. And not that these things aren't happening every day. They are. But how chipper do you think you would be if every single day people didn't bring their problems to God, they brought them to you? And never worry about once they dump on you what that feels like. Not worrying about if you barely holding on to your own scruples. Physically ill. Come on. Overwhelmed as hell. Exactly. So it's not that we don't. But if you have not taken that problem to God first, please do. And then come in here and let us know so we can pray for you. But some folks won't pray. They won't write in a journal. They won't do nothing, psychologically and emotionally being abused. Exactly. 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 So it's not that we don't want to help you. But if you have not taken that situation to God first, please don't come and ask us to pray if you haven't even talked to God and tried to wait on an answer. You said, I believe that they think we're God's mailman. Listen. Exactly. So sometimes it's not that I'm being insensitive. I just can't handle it. And I'm only one person. I'm only one person. Okay? It's not that we don't want to know. We love y'all and we want y'all to be okay. But your problems, you need to take them. It said take it to the Lord in prayer, not WOYU. Exactly why I be in God's face about you, because I cannot imagine how you be feeling. Thank you so much, because I really do. Girl, sometimes I can't even move off my bathroom floor. I ain't even going to hold you. I'm not even going to hold you. Sometimes I wake up and I sit in my bathroom for hours. And it just, sometimes in the silence, playing music, because sometimes it be so heavy, this world. You know? It be heavy. Real heavy. And I'm not going to fake in front for y'all. Sometimes I don't have the bandwidth. Right? Now today is not one of those days. But if you do need prayer, okay, we can pray for you. But make sure you're doing your part with your spiritual walk and taking your issues to God first. Praying about it, getting in your word. I have given everybody the tools over here to get some answers. We will pray, but we can't be woe is me every day. Also, y'all, if I want to say this, if you've received more than 3 or 4 things from us in the last couple of years, give somebody else a chance to get something. If you've received something from pretty much and I try to look through there to see if you have. I know folks are struggling, but every giveaway, you're not supposed to get something. It's too many of us. Okay? Every giveaway, if you've received something from 2 or 3 giveaways, stop and let somebody else get it, because to me, that's being selfish. Okay? Do you hear me? And I'm saying this to y'all face. If you have received something more than 2 or 3 times It's not your turn. Because that's greedy. Okay? You need to let somebody else get it. You need to let somebody else. Because it's some folks, they going to do every time. And some people, and y'all got to think I still got the old emails. So if you've received several things from us several times, you need to not and let somebody else that hasn't received something get something. Okay? Y'all know I'm fair. I try to be. You said it's been a lot of stuff going on, but I haven't been able to say anything to you because I think about the weight of the world on your shoulders. Feel like that would be unfair and selfish. I love you, sister. And y'all know y'all can talk to me. It's just some folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. I ask God to do what to do when people keep coming to me to solve their financial problems without considering if I'm even in a good position. Girl. And I hate to tell you, it's always the people that take the most that want the most. Ain't gave nothing, don't be trying to send nothing, do nothing. They just always want. We're not doing that over here. I was just thinking, I don't want to even get in a giveaway. God will make a way for me. I know this. I'm just saying because some folks, and I get it, right? But if you know you've received several things from us, then you got to let some other people get some stuff. That's not okay. Plus, remember, family, that we're still going to God for medical miracles and matters of the heart and mind for each other. Exactly. Listen, it's a real thing. And these are things that we have to say. We have to have our meetings. But some folks greedy. I ain't even going to hold you. And folks don't see that I can see that you expect to get something every time. But some folks have never even given. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't putting nobody on blast. But some folks, and maybe some of those people are gone, baby. They was gonna be the first one to send an email about wanting something. But baby, we ain't seen you give to nobody else. And that's not okay. $1, something. You said I can tell when you barely holding on. We all got stuff. I put my stuff to the side when I come here. My problem should not be folks, yokes all the time. Yes, seriously, I've been blessed to have things. I only received the soap and journals and what you gave on the way to the meet and greet. I be wanting those that needed to get it. Yes, girl, some selfish. I'm trying to tell you, greedy folks, whether y'all believe it or not. And sometimes when I say their names, when I see it, I just look over it because I know for a fact that I've sent you several things. And the fact that you still want to keep getting stuff, that's not okay. Whoever just said that hit it on the nail because there have been a few times I've wanted to email, but I'm not going to put that on her. Not even for help, but just to feel heard. This is the thing. That's why y'all have each other. You said what y'all don't know is if I had received something from you, but seeing someone else needed it, then more I gave it to them. This is the thing. Okay, I want to say this. I'm not getting on nobody's case, and I'm not telling nobody business. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying there are some selfish people here and they think like, oh, it's free, so I should get it. No. If you have received free things from us more than one time or two times, whatever, you need to sit back and let somebody else get it. Okay? And to me that's fair because it's all of us, right? You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. And I don't want folks feeling like, well, I'm not going to ask. Ask, right? We're going to do what we can. But some folks, every single time it's a giveaway, they expect to get something. That's not how this works. Do you understand? That's not fair to think, oh, I got something last time and last time and last time and last time, so I should get it this time. No. You said, because please, if you didn't get selected this time, God will select you the next time. Just be patient and don't be greedy. This. And it is some out here. I ain't gonna hold you. And if you in here, you know who you is. And I hate to say it, not that you have to, but some folks ain't never sent nothing our way to help nobody else, and they always expect to get. That's not okay. It's not. You can't continue to receive and not worry and then want to be put first and not worry about if somebody else has had the opportunity. I don't do that. I know I have to be the mean lady sometimes, and I don't like to, but we got grown folks in here that be on some weird stuff sometimes, and I don't too much care for that. Listen, y'all, you don't have to say if you, okay, listen. Hear me. I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad. This is just something that has to be said, okay? Listen, and don't keep running in the same people who ain't gonna let God get into your behind about the stuff you have been neglecting, right? Because I'm just gonna put it out there. Some folks do what they want to with their money and live how they want to live, and they expect other people to take care of their needs. We talked about this. They gonna order that DoorDash. They gonna do whatever they want to do. And then when it comes down to what they need to do, and my mama used to tell me this all the time, be careful of the people that do what they want to do and not what they need to do. Because they'll keep a hole in your pocket. Or they'll keep you sad. Like I said, you coming over here and you ain't went to God, you ain't asked God, but you want all this attention in class. Well, why you didn't email me about it? Okay? So I pick up on spirits whether people know that I do or not, especially users. No, sister. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that y'all can't ask for help. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that if you need something. I'm just saying it's a lot of people that expect to receive from us, but they have not ever given anything to help anybody. And I know this for a fact. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to. You don't have to give to receive here. But that's greedy if you never think, oh, I got $3. I'm going to help the community with my $3. You keep your $3 for yourself and then expect that the community is still supposed to keep sending you stuff. No, we don't get no money from the government. Every single thing that comes in here, it comes from people. And I'm not going to let you use the community. Period. I didn't do it in the beginning, and once I started seeing that people was on that funny stuff, I'm not saying everybody is struggling, y'all. Y'all got to think. I'm the person that know how much change come in here, and I can see what it used to be, what it is now, and so we have to be very wise with what we have and different things like that, okay? That's why when some folks be like, oh, we should do this. Hello, don't be recommending nothing. Do you hear me? Because you don't know what's in the account. Okay? And so I try to let God lead me on what we're supposed to send out, what we're supposed to do, so that we are not wise with what he allows to come into. But some people are users, period, point blank, and that's, I'm going to call it out like it is. Some people are users, and they always want to get something, and they don't give to nobody. They don't help nobody. They don't do nothing. No. And there's people that they know the rule 2-3 times. The most is 3 times that we can help, because everybody needs some help. Okay? We can't help you every month with your bills. We cannot. That's not even a thing. You can't even go to CAP every month for no bills. Okay? And we have the same kind of organization that CAP has. Okay? We're not here to help you every single month with your bills, because then that makes me wonder, what is it that you are doing with your money? Because God will let stuff even out. Now, we all go through hard times, but every single month, we need to sit down and do a budget with you. And I don't have no problem doing that. Let's see where your money is going. You understand? Because just like my children, they would go and blow through their money and then expect me. No, we're not doing that. We are here for emergencies, okay? An emergency situation. But every single month, Tatnot Place is not going to help you with your bills. We're not doing that. That's not even what we do, because there's so many people that are struggling right now that need groceries and gas. So that's why we haven't been doing a lot of giveaways, because the things that people need are things to sustain their life just day to day. Toilet paper, gas in their car, food for their house. Okay, and all you got to think is this: if the world is struggling and we are a donation based community, then that means donations are not going to be like they were before, which means there's a smaller window that we can help. I'm gonna just paraphrase. We'll say if 5 people need help with their rent, we might only be able to send you 150, 200, because that's all we got in there. So we do what we can. But we are not I know I can go to WOIU and get, no. That's not it. No. because God is a healer of finances too. Listen, I'm not saying this because I want y'all to donate. Okay? Please understand. I'm not saying this because I want y'all to send money. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all know I don't ask for no money. We work with what God puts on y'all heart to send in. But this is something that needs to be said because people try to abuse the kindness that people show here. Do you understand? There are users. And because I can't see y'all and I don't get to talk to y'all and I don't know, God will lead me. I told y'all there's been times that we went to help somebody and God would not even let the cash app go through because he know they heart. And I've tried and tried and tried and it won't go through. And I've prayed that a long time ago. God, if this person really doesn't need it and they are trying to use our community, don't let it go through. Don't let it go through. And most likely we have people in the community like coaches, accountants, and bankers who can help. But if you never say nothing, you can't expect to get the adequate help to resolve the deeper issue. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm not fussing. I'm just telling y'all that I don't even like having to say this. And it makes me uncomfortable to talk about it. Okay? It does. But there are people in this world that expect everything for free and they don't want to do nothing. And they see, oh, it's something I can get that I don't got to pay for. Oh, okay, I'm about to ask for it then. No. We try to get things to people that are in need. And if I see that you're starting to abuse the system, I just look over those emails. I don't even know because I see your name every single time. That means you don't even care about nobody else being able to get help. You just being selfish and worried about yourself. We're not doing that. Also, I've told y'all since the beginning, y'all need to be building up. You don't got to do no prayer line because I don't too much care for them. But get to know somebody else in this community that's in another state that you don't know, that you all can build these relationships with, so that you do have somebody that, I don't care if it's just through email. Okay? You said the gimme is my name is Jimmy, that part. And it's a lot of people out here like that, and they feel like because we're a community that cares about our community and we try to help our community, that just because I'm a part of the community, I'm no, we're not doing that. I don't care. And if your feelings is hurt, it might be you. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't like people who selfish. Me either. And I know we have a great community, but there's still all kinds of people here. And if they think they can get over, they will. And that's why I pray before we send anything out. Entitled folks, right? I pray before we send anything out. And I say, God, if this person can do it and they're asking us just because they don't want to spend their money, don't let it go through. And then y'all would not believe how many times that happens where it'll get returned to the Amazon warehouse. And I'll be like, wow. Facts. It's the most amazing thing to be able to reach out to any one of my WOIUers, baby. When I say I be yapping back, and nobody is the same in the same state, which is cool. Exactly. Exactly. We do have Cash App. It's Trova Circa 22 or Tatnop. A false, you said Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, not just the community, but it just a just weight is delight. Right. Right. Tap not place at Gmail here. And I'm not saying this because we asking for no money today. I just feel like it needs to be said because some people gonna apply for every single giveaway, even though they got something last time, right? But if we get together to help somebody, you never see anything from them, and that's not okay. And I'm not saying you have to give, but you shouldn't expect to receive always if you never try to make somebody else's load lighter. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Because dollars add up. And I'm not asking for money. I'm just saying it's a lot of people that do not try to help nobody, but they always want something. And we don't run that type of community. I remember in the beginning you said if you can get it yourself, please do, especially if you can DoorDash. You can buy it yourself. Don't even play like you ain't got it. Exactly. 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 And it's a lot of people that feel like, oh, it's free. Like people used to be like, I'm writing in for the free books. No, they're not free. It's 50 because I've been in situations where I didn't Baby, I be in situations, damn. I don't even be having $50. Right? So if you got 50 and you asking us to buy your books for you because you want to go and buy your, no, that's not how it works. You take care of your needs and God will give you your wants. Hello. You're saying what the Bible teaches, anyone offended has to repent and check their spirit. Come on, Sarah. Come on. We do have Venmo. But listen, y'all, I'm okay. Listen, I'm y'all understand that I'm not asking for no money right now, right? Y'all get that? I'm not asking. I'm not. I'm just saying there are people that take every single whatever, and the whole time they have been here, they have not given to help anybody else. Right? That's all I'm saying. And it's been a long time. And y'all got to remember, I live by that saying, be wise with the little. Exactly. So I'm not fussing. I'm not saying, oh, you need to be giving. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying you cannot expect every single time that there is a giveaway to get something when there's all these people here. People are struggling. And when we send out stuff, it is because we want to help the people that don't have it. Okay? This is not, oh, I'm just stating the disclaimer that needs to be said. Yes, Rika. Yes, because it's some greedy people in our community. I'm trying to tell you. Every single time. Even if they've already received the last. And I say this every time. If you got something in the last giveaway, please don't ask for nothing in this giveaway so we can let other. I've been saying that the whole time. They don't care. They still gonna ask. You said my kids still have. Right. But I'm just saying. If I say, hey, if you got something in the last giveaway, give somebody else. They don't care. They still gonna ask. They still gonna ask. And to me, that's selfish. If you got something last time or the time before that, you shouldn't be asking this time. If you know every year that you've received something from WOIU because you whatever, you shouldn't be asking in the fourth year. Let somebody else get a chance. Listen, you said, right, are they listening? She's asking for people to be considerate of others, be mindful of your actions. Right. To me, that's greedy. To me, you the person that's always going to take the biggest piece, but don't give nothing. And we talk about that even with what's going on with our survival stuff. You said, I remember you sent me something right before you did a giveaway for the PJs. You should have seen me tight lips at home because I knew I couldn't ask for pajamas. Listen. And this is the thing. It's not that I don't want y'all to ask, but do y'all get what I'm saying, though? And I'm not even asking for no money today. Do you hear me? I'm not doing that. Y'all know I don't ask for no money. We do what we can with what comes in. Whatever that amount is, we do what we can. But I feel like this needs to be said because it's some folks in here that's, baby, they think every time it's a giveaway, I'm supposed to get something. But, baby, I ain't seen nothing where you making sure somebody else gets something. Hello. Okay, so I'm not asking, I'm not fussing, I'm just saying don't be selfish because I don't like selfish people. So if you've already gotten multiple things, sit this one out and let somebody else get something because some people don't even be wanting to ask. But if you've never received anything from us and your finances are kind of crazy right now and you would like to get a bag of wheat or you would like to get a meal grinder, we want to send you one. Do you hear me? But folks, sometimes they don't be in a hard situation. They just be wanting something free. Well, that's ugly because there could have been somebody that really needed it and they don't have the money. They don't have it to do. That's another reason why we haven't been sending out books as much because folks was just asking for the books, family members or whoever, and then y'all came back and was telling me that y'all would go over to y'all family members' houses and they ain't even open the books up. So that's $50 that could have went on somebody's light bill. That's $50 that could have went on somebody's car payment or something. You see what I'm saying? Helping somebody pay some rent. So you just want something free to say you got it free. We're not doing that. That's not what we do here. We don't. And God gives us wisdom in order to send out and do. And we want to be there to help. But you cannot abuse the system that God has allowed us to set up. Okay? Because right now, folks just be needing groceries and light bill money. Just down the drain. So we sent out a lot of books. enough to, the first year for sure, to buy a small house. We have no idea of how many of those books are not being used, and that could have went on helping somebody with something they really needed, like getting some work clothes to go get a job, stuff like that. Okay. Me, I never got nothing. Let everyone else get it. Listen, but I'm not, listen, I'm not saying you can't ask, okay? I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. If you need help, we are here to help. I'm only talking about the people that abuse the system, that try to abuse it. That's not, I'm not saying you can't, and I'm not whatever. I'm saying we still helping people every single month, and we almost 4 years in. But there are people that will abuse any system that they can. Okay, that's all. You said I asked because I've never given nor received, and that's not a problem. Yeah, I don't listen. I never knew that there was a community pot, and if this is the community, I will part. But okay, y'all making me feel crazy now. Okay, y'all making me feel crazy because I'm not saying this because I want y'all to see nothing or even feel bad about asking. I'm just saying there's some people here that try to abuse the system. That's all. That's what this all was about. There are people here that try to abuse the system that we have set up, and it makes me very, very angry. It does, because we don't get no government assistance. We don't get no money from, which we could have, but God told me don't do that, and now I know why. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you don't have to tell us if you've ever got anything or haven't. It's okay. But if you need the help, we are here to help. I just don't want people to be abusive to the help that God has allowed us to be able to offer. That's it, and we're going to leave it. Okay? That's why I don't like talking about it, because I don't want nobody to feel no type of way. If you've gotten help from us and you needed the help, it's okay. That's what we're here to do. But some people are abusers, and they greedy, and they feel like, oh, they having a giveaway, so I should just, no, we're not doing that. This is not what that's for. It's all of us, and everybody should feel special from this community at some point in time. And if you always feel like just because there's a giveaway, you're supposed to get something, to me, that is selfish, especially if there has been things sent to your house prior to. That's it. That's all. Some folks, they're going to apply for every giveaway, even though they've already received stuff from us, whether it be in 22, 23, 24, 25, whatever it is, and that's not okay. That's not okay. I don't care what nobody say. That's not okay. You know, however, we got hundreds of people or thousands of people or whatever, so you shouldn't even think, oh, I'm going to get something every time. No. No. You hear me? Listen, and y'all don't got to tell nobody what we did. Y'all know I don't like that. Shh. Shh. Y'all don't got to tell nobody what we did. If you've received assistance, I don't even want you to feel bad about it. I'm only talking to the people that are here to abuse what we put in place. Okay? I don't want you to feel guilty about asking for nothing. If you need help and we can help you, we are here to do so. I'm only talking about the people that I know they gonna write in every single time, even though they've already gotten whatever it is from us. We are not putting together your survival stuff. It's not our responsibility to do that. That is your responsibility. What God has blessed us to do is to be able to sow into whatever it is that you are doing. But people like, oh, I need this, and I mean, some folks is real crazy. Oh, I want this and this and this. Like when people was thinking we was about to build their libraries. We give away one set of free books. Folks is listing 10, 12, 15 books that they expecting us to buy. Wait a minute, where's your money? No. Oh, and then if you could send me this and send me that, this ain't, that's not what we do here. We're not funding your stuff. That's what you ask God to do. If you are in need, we help you. If we're giving in a giveaway and you haven't got nothing, we're giving. If you get chose, you're going to get something. Some folks is just real. You said people, oh yeah, that's another thing. If somebody else is in this community asking you for money, route them to me. Because they asking you 9 times out of 10 because I probably told them no, or they already know. Again, why I have to keep saying this. Quit asking people in the community for money. If I find out you doing it, now it's different if y'all done built a relationship and y'all got a relationship like that. But you should not be asking nobody outside of Tatnall Place for money. Absolutely not. Because if you didn't ask us, you probably on some BS. And it's different if you done built a sister, brother, whatever relationship, and God has blessed that person to bless you. But if I find out that you're asking people for money in our community, I'm putting you out. I'm putting you out. There's no reason that you're going to other people and we gotta, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the fact that that's still happening 4 years later, this is why I'm having to have the conversation that I'm having now, because we still got you. See, now I done got upset. Baby, listen. Oh, Queen, you heard that? That's the fire shooting up from my feet. Cause that's and which is exactly why I'm having to have the conversation I'm having right now. Exactly why. And this is why. Oh, baby, these feet is digging into these sandals. Let me find out you asking other people for money. We gonna have a problem. I promise you, you will be excommunicated from this place so quick because you hustling. The reason they ain't asking me 9 times out of 10 because they know they on some funny stuff. Because if you really need help, like people will send in and I need help with my bill. Well, I ain't seen no bill. We had somebody that kept changing their email and think that God didn't put me on. They was using several different emails to ask for help. And God said, pay attention. And I did. This is what I'm saying. Folks will go back and watch our old videos. And don't just send me no Cash App for no request, because we don't do that. We need documentation. Because if they come and audit us, I have to show what that exact amount was sent for. So if you ask for help, we need a bill. We need a lease. Folks are just request money. Oh, I need $50. We're not your friends. We need documentation showing what it is that you need the money for. This is a real organization. Girl, y'all would not believe. Sometimes when I get on here, I be so irritated. Girl. You said y'all don't even have to be sneaky, because 9 times out of 10, if you build a relationship with someone in the class, they already sent the bill to CERCA on your behalf without you knowing this part. This. So why is you asking the girl? Lord Jesus, please help me. Y'all done made my armpits sweaty. Y'all done made my arm, baby, look, just as wet as they want to be. You hear me? I done got angry. Y'all don't even know. And listen, and people don't think that the Holy Ghost that we have over here is real. There are some scammers still in our community, and they think that I don't see them, and that's why I'll just be ignoring them. We got some woe is me people. They gonna come in here every day. Oh my God, my life is so horrible. Well, did you go to God about it? Because not every day we want to hear that. You hear me? You said the school accountant and HR has pulled up and is tired of the bull. I'm trying to tell you, it's been 4 years. You cannot do that. You can't. Because as soon as the money comes in here, it goes out. But you do not get to abuse what God has set up. And maybe that's why some people continually be in situations, because we have helped and you didn't need it. And so you curse yourself when you do that. I don't know if you know. Do you understand? You do. Because if you spending your money and living how you want to live and expecting the people that send in money here to help, and you're still popping bottles and turning up and getting your nails and your hair done, oh no, you need to reevaluate your life, honey. You need to reevaluate, because it's a lot of people that do that. Again, they pay for what they want and expect other people to take care of their needs. No. We're not doing that. Yeah. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. So we help. But if I find out that you were trying to hustle the people in our community, baby, that's the fastest way to get your tail kicked out of here. You go hustle somebody else. You're not going to hustle our people. Because the folks that send their money here, everybody's struggling. I can't stand a woe is me either, Niecy Pooh. And every day is, oh, my life is horrible. Well, did you talk to God about it? Anything? Now, I know sometimes we all in a situation, but come on now. Oh, Jesus. And now y'all see why I say I'll be scared to let some people come to the community when God give us our land. Because if you a thief, you a thief. If you a hustler, you a hustler. If you selfish, you selfish. And you won't care that people are really trying to do right by you. All you can see is what you want to do, and that's not okay with me. Stopping their own good blessings, doing stuff like that. I was looking for an angel because I was going to say the whole word, but you said it for me. Listen. And it's people like that in our community, whether y'all believe it or not. And that's why I had to do all these rules, which I don't even feel like, because we're grown, that we should even still having it. And the fact that people is still asking for money to other people after, that's something I've stated a long time ago and several times that I bet not find out you doing it. We might not have a lot, but we can help. But is you trying to hustle? Shoot. Because I know people, they'll go get the people to pay their rent and they turning up every weekend. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all know some too. Some folks is always at the aid office and all this stuff, but baby, they live the way they want to live. They eat good, they smoke good, they do whatever they gonna do, but I always want somebody else to pay their rent. And as soon as somebody pay their rent, they turning up, shopping, doing what it. No. We're not doing that. Like how you said, sis, you will know them by their fruits and you will see their colors. And I shall be asking God to show me too. It's a lot of people like that in this world. I know people that's gonna turn up, baby, but they gonna go get every bit of aid that they can. But they spend their money on what they. You said some of them in my family, girl. I know some folks. They gonna eat real good, honey. Buy whatever they want, turn up, drink good, smoke good. But baby, at every assistance you can get, and not ever trying to manage their money or nothing. They just gonna spend. And then be mad at everybody when they ain't got no money or they don't got what they need. Well, are you doing what you need to do to make sure that your family is okay? Sister, I'm glad you spoke up. I don't say nothing because you know we got a lot on our plates. But yeah, this for sure has to stop. It's a real thing. It's a lot of people that do that. I know people, listen, I done been around all kind of people. I had homegirls and everything. Baby, they was going to be at the CAP office, the Catholic charities, anywhere they could get something free. But baby, come the weekend, they got bottles, they turned up, they done went and bought clothes, they smoking good, taking trips, all of this. Well, if you put your finances where they needed to go, these things, no. They abuse the system. They will get their babies put on medicine just to receive a check. I know somebody like that, and their son have boobs. Listen, it's a real thing. Right, I just started saying no after the third time. I didn't want to trouble you. Listen. No, y'all supposed to tell me if people asking y'all for money. That's something I need to know. And send me their stuff so I can block them here. If people was asking y'all for money, there's no reason for that. And folks don't think that I know that, like, say we'll do a giveaway here, we might help somebody. Right after that, folks, all of a sudden, oh, I need help with this, I need help with that, I need help with this. Well, you didn't need no help. Can you send me a cash app? We're just not sending out cash apps. There are rare occurrences where we'll get together and send out a cash app immediately right then. But for the most part, nah, we need documentation that you need help. You said it's always people that try to come up and scam the system, even those who don't have much. I'm trying to tell you, partying with that man that will not help in any way but spend your money. Exactly. Got a whole nigga living there that ain't doing nothing and expect us to keep paying your rent and whatnot. No, we won't be doing none of that. I'll be right back, y'all. selling us a side story, but what that nigga won't even get up and go give no plasma, baby. Y'all, my son, I love that little boy. He love his mama. Listen, this is my thing. We are here to help you, but we are not here to help abusers. Do you hear me? Okay? Prime example. The lady that we helped over the summer, right? And we put her in a hotel and all of that kind of stuff. I still see her. I tried to give her like $30 the other day because it was cold. Okay? She said no, she don't want it. And God let me know she don't have a problem with the way that she is living. Because the police, when I talk to them, I talk to some of the store people around where everybody has helped her. They have put her in a shelter. They put her somewhere else in another city. She'd be back up here. So I had to realize some people like their situation. Because that they have tried to give that lady so much help and she will not take it. She wants to be in the situation. She, did her thing because, again, after we helped her, then she wouldn't answer her phone. Then she texted me a couple months later and was like, can I come to your house and wash my dishes? Girl, you don't even answer the phone. And I know her phone be on. You don't even answer the phone when I'm trying to get in contact with you. She had left the room. They charged my card another day. All this old crazy stuff. So you not even. So no, we won't be doing none of that. And I don't normally talk about this because I don't want people to feel like we're not here to help. But it's a lot of stuff that I don't even tell y'all that it's happened, y'all. I'm telling you. It's a woman like that here where I live. God let me know through someone who knew her family that that's how she. Yeah, it's some people that do. And you'll be going out your way trying, and they don't want none of it. Because even when I was trying to get her the stuff, she was like, oh, I don't use that kind, and I don't use this, and oh, she wanted us to go buy $8 lotion and stuff. Girl, no. I've been homeless before, baby. I don't care if it wasn't no soap that I didn't normally use. I ain't got none. Hello. I don't care if it ain't the deodorant that I normally use. When I was in those places and I had to go and do things, I had to take what I could get. There's 2 pairs of tennis shoes that's in my closet right now. When I was in the shelter, all I had was sandals because everything was in the storage and I didn't have no car to get there and couldn't pay nobody to get there. Somebody donated some tennis shoes. They was outside in the bag. The lady told us, y'all can go through there. Baby, I still got them shoes today. Still got them shoes today. When I was living in my car and people came up and tried to offer me stuff, I took it because I needed it. I didn't say, oh, no, thank you. I don't, if it's not this. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Well, you don't need none then. Now, it's a difference if your skin or something like that. But if you in a bad situation and you trying to spend somebody else's money, how you want to, no, ma'am. No, sir. We won't be doing that. No. Circle, you don't even have to tell us everything because you're a genuine person. You're a woman of God. Listen, I just be trying to be fair. That be my thing. I want everybody to feel special here. I want everybody to feel like they can come in and get some help. I want everybody to feel okay. The pride will get you every time, sister. Sister, baby, because I'm still not above. Listen, girl. And so I had to realize, okay, you know, because I just be wanting to help. There's a guy at our parking area. Dad told me there's nothing wrong with him. He is healthy and he can get a job. You have helped him enough. I had someone do me like that, said they needed rent money. All I had was $15 to help towards it and told them the places that would help. They refused it all. I'm trying to tell you. It's didn't happen here. People have started to get angry with me, and I know this because I'll say, we can help, but have you gone to blah 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 blah? Then they don't send an email back. Well, send me a rejection letter that they can't help you, or an email or something letting me know that they haven't, because some people will just come to us instead of going to, because they don't want nobody to see them in the CAP office, or they don't want, I don't care about that, baby. I done had to put my pride to the side, baby, stand in line to go get some assistance, Christmas presents, everything. Hell, I met y'all 2-3 months after I just got out of a shelter. What you mean? I'm not too prideful to make sure I got what I need now. I ain't say wants. I said needs. I'm trying to tell you, oh, can y'all help us? Okay, well, have you gone to your local stuff? Oh, no, I ain't did that. Oh, okay, well, then why is you over here? They don't want to do the work. They just want handouts the easy way. Girl. Honey. Because it was a situation one time where we helped somebody, and then I seen they was getting haircuts and nails done the next day. I said, oh, we won't be doing that. We just paid your light bill and you got money to go get a haircut and go and be doing? Oh, no, baby. No, that ain't what we do around here. I don't care who see if I need it. God sent me in the direction I'm going with a smile. That part, I had to wait on food stamps to the point they had to give it back. This part, yes, girl, it's a lot of stuff I done seen on here. I ain't never said nothing to y'all. Do you hear me? I'm trying to tell you. And I just don't say nothing. You said the kicker about that is you have the nerve to post it so we can see that you are using the money we gave you to go get aesthetics done. Girl, look! Baby, be out of town and all kinds of stuff. I said, oh, okay, noted. You ain't getting nothing else from over here. I'm trying to, if y'all only knew the stuff in this 4 years, this is why the rules had to come. Okay? There's a reason that every single rule we have here showed up. Just because I didn't tell you the person and I didn't put them on blast or none of that, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It be mind-blowing. I'm serious. And so then that's why I had to start asking God, before we give out anything, are they living away or they are not managing their finances? We don't care about helping nobody, but we not helping you live your best life, baby. Because if that's the case, honey, CERCA should have been doing like these other organizations and giving away 10% and not the 90%, honey. Because I guarantee you, my income is a lot less than everybody else's. I promise you that. But I've learned to live with less for that reason, so that we can help a lot of people. But sometimes I be over here, look, I done had to call my kids like, hey, let me hold some. You know what I'm saying? Like in real life. So for you to come and be using, no. No, we're not doing that. No. Hey, Sadabi. So, Now that we didn't have that whole 80-minute conversation, that was not what I wanted to talk about for 80 minutes. You said, I remember this friend used to steal my clothes and wear it in my face and come to my house like, I don't know. Oh, girl, I had one of them too. All I heard was Let Me Break You Off Something by Master P when you said that, girl, honey, because if that's the case, old girl should have been living a different way. Baby, my car still ain't been fixed. I drive where I need to go, and that's it. Do you hear me? You said, well, I stopped doing the most like you advised us to cut down, and yet I looked at extra funds I had to assist others, unfortunately, only to be taken care of, taken advantage of, right? No. Listen. I'm just saying. You said, well, I know that can be a lot on you. That's why I'm always praying for you. You are so strong. I know the Lord keeps you. I'm grateful, and I'm not complaining at all. Do you hear me? I'm not going to let people, if I don't use the system, don't nobody else get to do it. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. We're not doing that. All right. So, I want to talk to y'all about a little bit that I learned over the time that I wasn't talking to y'all. And I hate that I have to say this to grown people, but it is what it is. Some people gonna be who they gonna be, and the Bible talks about this people among you that ain't WOIU. And if you offended, you know who you are, and you might be one of the people. We're gonna move on. All right. So some of y'all might already know this because y'all are the most amazing and smartest students on the planet. And maybe we've read it before, but we've studied so much stuff, I don't really remember it all. That being said, y'all want to hear something? Oh, okay, good. All right. Good. All right, here we go. It says a homily of the wise and divine matters, and Archbishop Abba Cyril of Jerusalem, that he preached concerning the noble saint Mary Magdalene. Beginning from her infancy until her death, revealing her whole life, from which family she came. He spoke about the 7 unclean spirits that dwelt in Mary Magdalene. Who knew that Mary Magdalene had 7 demons? Did you? Some of y'all might have already read it. Some of y'all might have read it somewhere else. But if you did, I don't ever remember reading it. Not saying that I did it, but I just don't remember. She had 7 demons in her prior to right. 7. So prior to coming to Jesus, she had 7 demons in her. You said you found out when you saw the Chosen series. Okay. I didn't even know. Okay. Watching the show. Okay, so y'all found out watching the show. Okay. Okay. Jesus cast them out. Okay. I learned about that in the show Chosen. So y'all watched it in the series. I didn't finish watching the series, so I didn't know. You said, okay. So everybody, so y'all knew and didn't tell me is what y'all saying. Got it. All the information that I share with y'all, and y'all be knowing stuff and don't share with me, whatever. I read it somewhere. It just says Mary Magdalene, whom Jesus delivered. Okay. I see how y'all do around here. Hello. Yeah, I didn't have time to ring in. I'm sick of your kids. Let me turn around this way. They be knowing stuff and they expect me to tell them everything that I know, but they always have all this information that they never share with me. They're student teachers. I'm sick of them. No, I don't be, no. But I don't want want to? What, can you make them? Some of them be telling me stuff. I want them to tell me stuff I don't know. Thank you. Sorry to yell. Have a good eternity. Oh, yeah, I already have that book. Oh, yeah, I already knew about it. When was you going to let the class know? Raggedy Tales. I've been researching and wanting to know more about her. I didn't know it was her. Yes, it's in the books that you sent me, sister. You said, dang, hang up, tell. You said, we sorry, we be thinking highly of you. No, I told you I don't know everything, and y'all, listen. Sounded like Mr. Brown. I'm sorry. No. Y'all be doing stuff and don't tell me nothing. Y'all, I've read so much, okay, that I don't remember. But if y'all find out some goodies, share with me. You said I literally just read it. I think it's in Luke, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Now, like I said, I might have read it in new. I can't remember, but he makes stuff new for me. So remind me. You said spirits of narcissism. That's why I'm reading boundaries. Okay. Just right. Listen. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, had demons. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I read it or not, but like I said, I might have. I don't remember, but y'all be doing all kind of stuff and be leaving me out. Just raggedy. And I'm saying it with the few teeth that I got clenched together. Raggedy. Listen, y'all be doing all kind of stuff. Don't be telling me nothing. Moving on. Thought this was a place where we share and share alike. It's in the first season. Okay, maybe I didn't pay attention. I'm sorry. But y'all know, Samantha, you know it's hard for me to watch that kind of stuff because I don't like the fact that they make everybody in there white. You said, yes, Luke, whom the demons came out. Okay, so I didn't read it, but I didn't remember. See? And I know I've read all of Luke, so I didn't remember. Thank you. You said, but don't some parts of the Bible tell different stories different? They do. And again, okay. Who do I confuse? Don't you be confused? Don't say we, say you. Say I be confused because I don't think people be in here confused. But I get it. I don't know. Anyway, again, I've read some. Y'all running into it now. Can you remember everything that you've read since you've been here? I totally get it about the wrong skin color, but girl, just watch it. It's so dang good. I watched some of it. It just hurts my heart because I know the truth. Right. Yes, like Matthew and Mark. I just read the other day, and I was like, why are they the same thing? One is just shorter. Remember we talked about Anisi Poo? Okay. And some things you've read, and when you read it, it's like you never read it before, and then you be like, wait a minute, I feel like I know this. So wait till you get into about 10 years of this. You ain't going, the stuff we read in the beginning, some of it is fresh in your mind. But if you go back and read parts of Enoch, you're going to see something you didn't see, or it's going to be new to you. And that's the fresh thing about the word, is that he makes it new to you, right? So I know I done read all of Luke, but I don't know why it stood out to me right here. You said, nope, I just forgot where I'm driving to now. Girl, that part. I don't know. I don't know. You said there's some black people in it, but I think Joseph was just a little darker. Yeah, I don't like that because they need to tell the truth of how it is. And this is how you know, because there's a movie producer that's making a movie about Moses, and the white folks then lost their minds. They're trying to stop it from going to the movie theaters and everything, which is crazy to me. As long as it's white, they want everybody to go watch it. But when you tell the skin color and what the folks, and let them have that hair that look like lamb's wool, they yeah, now yes, they don't want him. Daisha, girl, they already did it. There's already Movie, yes. There's already movie theaters that have pulled it, and they're not going to show it because the people in there was black, and they showing it how it really is. So that's how you know, and that's why sometimes it be hard for me to watch certain stuff because okay, so y'all can tell us the story as long as everybody white, but when we put look like over there now, y'all don't want that to be out, which is crazy. I just be wondering what the racists is gonna do when they get to heaven and see that Jesus was a nigga. They say, oh, he was Middle Eastern. Yeah, niggas. Now, those are not the originals from the colder places. No, I'm talking about original niggas. Because I hate to say it, and we just gonna talk about it. The only people who are hated all around the world is black folks. That's how you know that, you know. Only folks that's hated all, and I've been saying it for years, the only folks that's hated all around the world is niggas. Only people. And God said you will be hated in every nation. You're going to be hated around the world. Everybody going to hate you. Oh, you mean us? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Black is always seen as less no matter where you go. That's how you know it's us. But we're going to move on. All right, here we go. You said all around the world, hate and discredited everywhere. You said, why did I just start buffering? Because they don't like it when we tell the truth. All right. Which is crazy to me. You was just talking to your kids about it. Yeah, people don't want to talk about it, but it's the truth. The only anti-Semitism is you hate black people. That's the real anti-Semitism, if we gonna call it. Anti-Semitism is you do not like niggas. That's the real end. Like the fake Jewish people keep trying to act like that's no, y'all not hated everywhere. We are. And the Bible said people gonna hate you. They not even gonna know you. They gonna do things to you. They're gonna take from you. They're gonna do all these things to hurt you. Yeah, that's niggas. We ain't gonna talk about. You said, and now the chat disappeared on my screen. Oh, I believe it. If we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about it. Black folks is the only people that's hated. No matter how much money you got or whatever, they still hate you. You said, I'm waiting on this book right now to come through the mail. I missed it yesterday, but I'm going to get it today so I can start reading it. Okay. We fit the description. We do. And folks don't want to acknowledge that, but it is what it is. All right. Here we go. And oh, yeah, they man. The Book of Mormon says that about the Native Americans. Right. We are the Native Americans. The Native Americans that are here now are Siberians. They came from the cold region. If you go back and look at any pictures of ancient Indians, they look darker than me. They my baby's color. The Indians that are on the reses now, I hate to tell y'all, they are not the originals. Sorry. Look at Queen Khalifa and go to any museum, they show you. And this ain't, I know I got folks on the res here. Yeah, now y'all didn't got grafted in, but we not, we didn't look. They are Siberian. It's so accurate that we don't even know who we are, right? The Bible's in the 400 years scatter. Come on. All the originals were dark skinned. That's true. And people don't want to believe it. It is with $5 Indians today. Yes, they are. You said they are dark skinned like my baby is. Exactly. My brother, who is super chocolate, was so red when he was born. I always knew. Like, we were told, we the Indians growing up, or we got Indian in us. No, we are the Indians. Yeah. No, I know. I know. Oh, I know. Dear, I know. I really have old pictures of some of my family members are all black Cherokee. Right. I told you with us what's going on. That's where my brother's yeah. 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 Okay. I don't know how we're getting on this. But just like for black folks, when they call you a nigga, what are they calling you? We did this. They think they're insulting you. They're calling you king or queen. Right. No. No. Negus, niggas. They're calling you a king or a queen. That's literally what it means. Most of them, we see what's going on. Okay. So when people call me a nigga, I don't get mad. That's why I be like, thank you. My youngest was so red when he had a head full of extremely dark hair. You couldn't tell me you wasn't an Indian girl. My family has always known we were the Indians, unlike some family members I listened to when my great grandfather spoke on it. Go look up Negus and you will not be offended no more when they call you a nigga. She would say, "This is our history, babe." Yeah. My paternal grandfather, smooth, dark skin, beautiful dark skin, and silky hair, born in the 1920s. He always told us our family come from the Cherokee and Blackfoot. Right. Right. My granddaddy used to say, "We the Blackfoot Indians." Right. Exactly. Exactly. You said those Israelites in our book, baby, you have to learn who they are today, not the ones talked about in Revelations. I'm trying to tell you, my great grandpa was very dark skinned and he was native. Come on. I was confused being told I was an Indian, then going to school and being called African. Exactly. And blue eyes. Yes. 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 If y'all saw my grandma, I'm trying to tell you, high cheekbones and slanted eye. Girl. 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 The beating and the work that my family do, the braids and stuff, yeah. My firstborn looked like an Indian and the darkest of my 3 kids. I'm trying to tell you. So if they call you a nigga, don't get mad. Say thank you. It's going to piss them off. Even my facial features look just like those of the Creek and Seminole people. And my family is indigenous to where those tribes are from. Granddaddy looked like a portrait of a chief for real. I'm trying to tell you, I'm a redskin, VA way. Yep, listen. All my mama and my daddy people came from South America and they traveled up. Okay? I just found this out. My granddad, his family, they showed you the migration. They came up from South America. My granddad, and settled in Texas and Louisiana. My mama's people, Arkansas, Virginia, that whole area over there is where they came from. And my grandmother and great grandmother, right. Yeah. Oh, I know. We all have full blooded Indian on my mom's side. Yes, all of this. All right, y'all. Come on. See, we can. I'm related to Harriet Tubman. She got those features too. Harriet Tubman looked like my mama's mama. No joke. How that head look. If I could show y'all a picture of my grandma, my mama's mama, passed away. Girl, trying to tell you. Yes. All right, come on. Let's get to it. And this ain't to my white cousins. I love y'all. My Spanish cousins, my Mexican cousins, my Cuban cousins, all of y'all. I love y'all. I do. But we gonna have to tell the truth. I'm part Blackfoot. My grandfather was a paternal side, did not speak English. Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah, no, my grandma do. I'm telling you how her head is shaping, how she's sitting on her shoulders like that. My grandmother, she passed away, but yeah. And she got the skin and everything. Niggas is the Ethiopian Semitic term for king, historically designated region. Well, yeah, exactly. Right. Niggas. So when they call you a nigga, say, "Oh my God, you think I'm a king or a queen? Thank you." They're going to be so upset. I told you when they used to say crazy stuff to me, I say, "How dare you talk to your mama like that? You're not my mother. I'm the mother of all." And just blink and walk away. You can't have me, but I can have you. I can have the Asian. I can have the Spanish person. I can have every race that is on this planet. You cannot do that. Yes, I am your mother, and how dare you talk to me like that? You need a whooping? You want me to get my belt? Oh, okay. Get it together. Definitely will. Want to see them turn red? That's what you do. You said they call us Afro-Asiatic. We came from the northern African tribes like the Sand People. Right. Right. Those slave ships in Deuteronomy took the people everywhere. Listen. I told that to my father-in-law, had him looking at me crazy. He popped up at my house 2 weeks after I had my baby. And I said, give me 6. This part. How dare you talk to your mother like that? Don't you do that. You want to get popped in your mouth? Who you talking to? You hear me? You said you want a whooping? Okay, come on. Back to Mary. All right. This has been a crazy class. Okay. So it says, he also spoke about her conduct before the Savior and her 6 other cousins. And he spoke about how the crown was placed on her and how she went down to Egypt. Hilarious. You hear me? Mary Magdalene went down into Egypt. I'm going to just go on and run this down because I'm not going to read everything. She was not broke. Actually, remember when I told y'all, I said the women that God used and that Jesus used around him, they could get into circles and had connects that the men couldn't get to. Y'all remember? You said they ain't never did it again. I bet you they didn't. I bet you they didn't. You don't got to be nasty and be yelling and cussing. There's things you can say. I know how to chop a person in the throat real quick, baby. I'm going to get you up off of me and you make you think about the rest of your life for the rest of your life. Hello. Okay. Right. Okay. So it says, and about wonders God performed through her. Are you listening? I need you to hear this. He also spoke about her conduct before the Savior and her 6 other cousins. And he spoke about how the crown was placed on her and how she went down to Egypt and about the wonders God performed through her. And that she resembled the holy God bearer, Saint Mary, who bore God truly, and she was her sister. The day of her rest is the 23rd of the month of Peoni, which is July 8th through July 7th. June 8th through July 7th. So we know Mary Magdalene was born on the 23rd of June. Huh? Did you know? Because I didn't. And I'm going to go on and fast forward. Who know who Anna is? Who know who Anna is? And Joachim. Or Joachim. Or Joachim. Who is Anna? Anybody know who Anna is? Mary Mama Sarah Bennett. Mary Mama. Okay? Right. Well, Anna had a sister. And her name was Centika. Anna had a sister, and her name was Centika. Yes, exactly, they were. You can't tell me, girl, that's exactly what I wrote in my book. You cannot tell me that they weren't. Centika. Centika. That's exactly what I said. I know, I called my son, I said, I know these people were, but Centika? What? Mary, the mother of Jesus, was Mary Magdalene's older cousin. It is spelled. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to it. I'm sorry, Synclitica. Not Cintica, Synclitica. Synclitica. Excuse me, Synclitica, not Cintica, Synclitica. Right. They took these names out because we would know. Right. Synclitica. I'm sorry, not Cintica. Synclitica is her name. It's blackety black, black, black. That's even worse. Even spicier. Exactly, Sarah. Synclitica. Synclitica. Right. Right. It's spelled Syncletica. Right. Now we know why they took the names out. Because then we would know. Right. They gave them other names. They gave them Roman names. All right, Greek names. So here we go. Now that we know, also Magdala means tower, fortress, or elevated place. She was named after Mary. Can I get to it, T? If you see a Y or an apostrophe in the name, we already know. So that part. Yeah, she was. She was named after her big cousin, which we do in our family. It's a whole bunch of Maries. It's a whole bunch of Nicoles. It's a whole bunch of Lachelle's. It's a whole Synclitica. Yes. Baby, like my son is named after my brother. My brother is named after my uncle. My uncles are named after my grandfather. This is a thing we do in our family. If you close to the cousin, that's why we got them cuz at the end of our name. Yep. Or names that end with A's. Yes. Yes. I was gonna say it first, but I said let me wait and let you say it. Yes. 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 So mind you, if a lot of the women in the Bible had these types of names, do you think that that's why they did not list them? Not only that, if you look in Isha, yeah, yeah, or yeah, and nah, all of that. You said my niece is named after me. I'm Nicole and she's a Nicole. That's why I got a Nicole. She's named after my cousin. They either Marie's, Nicole's, Lachelle's. My son's name is Alvin. That was my grandfather's name, my uncle's name. Yeah, we do that in our family. Everybody named after something. You're going to have somebody naming your name. My black side, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi. You said my white side is Germany. Okay. Most of the girls in my family names end with A's. Exactly. Now, if you start to look at black men's names, right, especially the ones they call so ghetto, they're all in the Bible. Makai, all these Kai, all these names that no, for real, because I've been doing some research. And all the little black boy names for folks that ain't never been to Africa, the most ghetto folks as they call them, how are they naming their children ancestral names? And they're all biblical names. Most of them are biblical names. And these be people that don't even read the Bible. They don't even, how are you naming your baby these names that are original? Like, as I'm going and researching the other people in the stories, I'm like, I know several little boys named this. I know several little girls named this. Exactly. It's so many names that our little black boys are named, not the the prophet names and stuff like that, or the other people that's in the stories, right? They only give us a piece of it. So when you go and you start researching, you will see something. Because where else is the history books? Do we see ourselves? Nowhere but in the Bible. Come on. You said it comes natural like a memory that's in our DNA. Exactly. Ain't seen Africa, ain't touched the Bible, and it's in the bloodline. Is. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Like, you said the names are ancestral and we instinctively hand them down. Water holds memory and trauma, and we know most of the human body is made up of water. This part. We are in the history books. We are. It's so amazing to see, too. It is. It is. All right, let's go. You said that was good. Whoever said that about seeing yourselves in the Bible, we do. It was Keish. It was Keish. But think about it. Why would it be against the law for black people to read? The only reason it was against the law is so that we didn't know who we was. So did you see that they're saying the majority of the Titanic was black? Mm-hmm. This I knew. Now I know why we were always called by our given Indian names and we spoke them in our native language. Because right. That's the only reason. Because you can't study the Bible and not go back to Africa. The Middle East, all of that. You can't. Exactly. Exactly. That's why now where they're going to the old American ancient burial grounds, the people was writing in Hebrew. They try to sever us. You said from our history, not knowing our DNA will keep handing it down. Exactly. Have y'all seen that? Y'all seen it? Most of the ancient, like when they go and they dig up the American Indian burial grounds, their names were written in Paleo Hebrew or Paleo Hebrew. Even in the jail cells and stuff, it was written in Paleo Hebrew. The oldest form of Hebrew. Go look it up for yourself. They got all kind of documentaries on YouTube about it. When they wrote their name, they'll write the American name that the slave owner gave them. And I'm talking about this is in Mississippi and stuff like that. Paleo Hebrew is what the language they were writing in. You said Hebrew was written on the church benches as well, only in black churches during slavery. Exactly. You said, yep, I saw that in the video. All the language was wrote in Hebrew. It was. Or the fact that the earliest black American slaves spoke Hebrew. This part. This part. This part. Okay? Yes, Samantha. Of course. And this is why they hide that stuff, because we won't know. They didn't want us to realize we were the chosen ones, and their change would never hold us, even today. And the revolution will not be televised. That part, them taking us from where they took us, was a whole ritual. Exactly. You said, oh yeah, it took one on the PBS. You said what? You said it was in one of the PBS docs where it was written into the pews. Yep. And they forced English on them. Which is why they outlawed reading, writing, and certain songs. Exactly. Ain't that crazy? All the hair on my body is standing up. Y'all getting this, huh? All the hair on my legs and everything standing up. Now, I felt that energy. Some energy just shifted. And I just checked the name of Greek Heavenly Assembly or Gathered Together. Come on. Come on. Ain't this interesting to those of you that didn't know, to those of you that did? I know y'all been doing y'all research. But come on, let's get to this. Come on. All right. I wasn't even supposed to be on here this long. Here we go. So, I'm just going to skim through here because we're going to read about Mary's lineage, okay? Y'all all right with that? Yes. Here we go. It says his name is David, and when Anna's mother died, so when Mary's grandmother died, okay, she laid down her body as all humans do. After remaining alone for a year, he took himself a wife, whose name was Syncletica, the daughter of an important wealthy man of the palace who was from Magdala. Syncletica bore a daughter. Her father named her Mary. Her mother gave the name of the city to her, Magdalene. And the day on which she was born was the 3rd of the month of Koyak, which is the end of November, to the end of December. So she was born on December the 3rd. When she was 4 years old, her father died, and afterwards her mother. For before her father died, he gave everything into my hands. I am Simon. I am a eunuch and a scribe. And the names are the three children of Aminadab, and the other three are the children of Syncletica. And he gave them into my hands with all his property. So when their father died, immediately I thought of cognac. Yak. Okay. And guess how it's spelled? Koyahk. And when I tried searching it, it came up kayak. And it just kept bringing up kayak. I had to really keep looking to find it, because it kept bringing up kayak. I do not like this AI stuff. It's New Testament Apocrypha. I'm gonna give it to you. Just let me do this, because then y'all start answering questions before I can teach the class. I'll give it to you at the end. Give me a second, okay? Because I want to get this out. All right? I love you, John. Give me a second, and I'll show you. You said I've been laying my cheese out today, and baby, I got a few people leaning in. Come on. Okay, I'm going to give it to you in a minute, but I want to get this out, right? Because then y'all read ahead, and then I can't get to what the point I'm trying to get to. So I'll show you in just a second. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. It says, when she was 4 years old, her father died, and afterwards her mother. For before her father died, he gave everything into my hands. So we got that. So we know that they became orphans, and they had to go live with the priest, right? Y'all got me? So mother died, father died. Dad left all the money to the kids and gave them to Simon, okay, the priest, for them to take care of them. Okay. It says, and the little Magdalene, he entrusted her to God with me in order that I might continue caring for her. Then after he died, Syncletica died also. Anna, the sister of Magdalene, from the children of her father, took her in with her. When my mistress, the Magdalene, was 13 years old, Anna herself begot the Theotokos Mary. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Magdalene was older than the Mary, the mother of Jesus. I'm sorry. I got it mixed up. Excuse me. Mary Magdalene was 13 years older than Mary, the mother of Jesus. Excuse me. I got the Marys mixed up. Bear with me, because I just read this the other day. Okay? So I got the Marys mixed up. Magdalene was older than Mary, Jesus' mom. Okay? Her older cousin. Excuse me. Okay? So it says, she gave the name Mary to her, and Anna said, an angel of the Lord said to me, name her Mary. And great prophecies were fulfilled because of her, as the little Magdalene was acting as a nurse for her. So Mary Magdalene actually worked as a nurse for Mary, the mother of Jesus. She helped her mama with her and all of that kind of stuff. Okay? So look. We're going to skip over here to, so basically, Mary Magdalene, they had stole some of her animals. Right. They had stole some of her animals, but she was rich. Remember now, the daddy was rich. But remember, it said that Mary, Joachim, and Anna was rich too. They were well-to-do people. Now, see, that age detail is not depicted in The Chosen or anywhere else. Mind blown. Right. It's the little pieces that we putting together. So, we know that Mary came from a well-to-do. Mary, Jesus' mama, came from a well-to-do family. Because Anna and Joachim wasn't broke. Remember, they only lived on a third of their income. Remember this? I don't know. Remember? This is why I be telling y'all sometimes it be hard to watch them shows because they be getting the details mixed up, and I don't really care for that too much. They be spinning the narrative they want to spin. So we know that they both were not, they came from well-to-do families. Jesus' whole family had the bread and the cheese. Right. Right. Right, Cornell, right. Right. And again, now do you see why when we first started this, I said you cannot study the Bible with the Bible only. Who now believes that? Raise your hand, please. Exactly. Do you feel that now too? You feel it? There's no way you could study the Bible and learn everything with only the Bible. There's no way. And I believe this is the part of the mystery when God says seek. And look, you said hands and feet up. Come on, Annalise. You realize how much we missed out on all this time we was just reading? And I believe this is where the study to show thyself approved comes from. Right, Dusty? You hear me? Now we know. Seeking you shall find. How has the seeking and finding gone for you? You said I freaking love it here. Me too. Don't it make the word, it's all to hear my body saying it make the word come alive to you, yes or no? Listen. Me too. You said I was just saying this convo with myself the other day. It's no way we missing all this info, but it is. God says I have mysteries in my word. You said in mind you most of the books in the Bible begin in the middle of the story. Exactly. We don't know the beginning. We don't know the end. We don't know none of that. You said, and the word didn't say we couldn't. I haven't found it yet. He wants us digging and tossing and toes wiggling and do. And do. You said, I have a question. I looked over on the internet and could never find when Joseph died because it never showed him when Jesus died on the cross. It's in here where we read it now. And it's also, if I'm not mistaken, it's also in the lost books of William Home. If I'm not mistaken. It's a few places. But Joseph did die. You mean, oh, wait a minute. Which Joseph? Joseph, his daddy, or Joseph, Joseph from Egypt? Because if you're looking when Joseph from Egypt died, it's in the Old Testament Supergrapha. Right. We got to remember which Joseph. Joseph, Jesus' daddy, or Joseph, the brother of the son of Jacob. I will in just a second. Okay. Listen, Cynthia, did you not just hear me tell the other young ladies, y'all, hold on a second? I will show you guys, but give me a second. I want to go ahead and teach, and then I will show you the book, okay? Give me 2 seconds. If you got 2 seconds, I'll show y'all in just a minute. I just want to get finished reading this. Give me 1 second. I got y'all. Which Joseph, honey? I'm going to tell y'all something my son told me too, and maybe this will help, but give me a second. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. So basically, who's daddy? Oh. He died. As a matter of fact, it's in this book. It's in the book that we're reading. Just give me a minute. If y'all got about 10 minutes, let me get through here, and then I'll show y'all all the books and everything where you can go find the information, okay? Give me a few minutes, okay? So listen, Mary Magdalene was well-connected. She had money. So she was able to write a letter to Herod, and she was able to write a letter to Tiberius. Okay. Tiberius, when they had stole her animals and all of this stuff, right? So she had pull with the Roman government, with the Egyptian government, right? Because of how much money she had. They don't tell us that, right? Now, can you be a high-priced woman? Yes. Because there are women that are born into money and they still be thought pockets. Paris Hilton. Just because you're rich don't mean you ain't a hoe. You want more money. I'm just saying, auntie. I'm just saying, you can be rich and still be a thought pocket. It's a lot of them out here. We know this to be true. The Kardashians. Right. Right. Exactly. And they well connected. Don't mean they not thought pockets. It's okay. Right. So this is because they didn't even tell us she had 7 demons. Well, I guess they did, but I was thinking, I don't know. I'm just saying, you can still be rich and still be a thought pocket. It's okay. Right. Right. Okay. Right. So hold on now. It says, it seemed good to St. Magdalene to write to the emperor Tiberius about those things Herod had done to her. She gave the writings to John, the son of Zebedee, and she sent him to the emperor. When the emperor Tiberius received the writings of Magdalene, he read them and he wrote to the land of Judea. Let no one oppose Mary the Magdalene. Huh? He said, nigga, better not nobody put a hand on none of her stuff. Better not say nothing to her. You bet not even offend her. The emperor. Did you know that she had that much pull with Emperor Tiberius? Tiberius? You can't tell me that ain't a nigga name. Moving on. Hello? Did you know? Right. Right. Huh? You better not lay a hand on her. Y'all better not do nothing. Better not do nothing to her. Not a damn thing. He was... Girl, I did not know this. That's why they took her out of the... Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. It's about to get even better. Listen. It is a real thing. Okay, that whole patriarchal crap goes down the hill with this. Here go the book. Okay. The patriarchal thing with these, it goes out. And once I read what I read, I'm like, oh, they've been playing in our face. Oh, they've been playing in our face. And they've been playing in our face. Oh, yes. Come on. Now, look. Here we go. For whoever opposes her or knows any word against her, his head shall be taken with a sword and his belongings confiscated for the treasury of the emperor. He said, anybody that lay a hand or say anything against her, I'm on book punishment. I got you, sis. Just hold on, because I got something for you. Okay. I'm going to tell you after this, because y'all nephew put me on. I'm about to show you something, okay? I just want to get this through there, because I want to get... Right. He said, do it if you want to. Lay a hand on her. I got y'all. Remember I said Jesus used the women that he used? Okay, I'm going to just go on and tell y'all right now. Go on Tony Burke's website. You can download them all and read them for free. I was trying to let that be the surprise at the end of class, but y'all won't let me be great. Just trying to teach a class here. Auntie, I was going to tell y'all at the end of this so I could get through the class, but maybe we're not going to do it. This is deja vu because you was in my business when I was talking to my son. I bought them. That's why I'm on punishment. They just haven't arrived yet. I got it. Okay. I'm still interested. Right. I can't even get through the class. And can I be honest with y'all? And this is serious. If I'm trying to teach a class and you've already read the story, Please do not try to teach my class. Burke, Burke. She was like Esther of the era. Her man said, and who gonna touch her? This part. This. Okay? That's the only reason sometimes I don't be wanting to tell y'all, because then people will go find it and then they try to come in and give details before I can get to the point that I need to get to so that I can deliver what God wants me to do. And the fact that I have to still say that years later is crazy. But if you get it and you read it, and I'm teaching a class, this is not the time for you to go ahead in the story. Okay? Because some people, I just still don't know why they do that. But it's rude to me. That's like if you giving a speech and I learned it with you, and then when you go up on the podium, I grab a microphone and I start saying it as you're saying it. That's the same vibe it gives me. Okay? Y'all hear me? Don't, right. Because God could have, I mean, not saying that you can't know, but it just be weird. And that's my thing. Okay? If you know, just shh, because somebody else might not. And just because God gave you revelation doesn't mean he gave you the same revelation that he gave me. And it's not that I don't want to hear it, but it's like, that's crazy. Can I get to it first? Please. And I know some of y'all, the Holy Ghost just be telling y'all. That's different. But some folks, that's why I don't like telling people where we're going to read it, because they'll do it now. They'll go and hurry up and read and then be dropping hints. That piss me off. That mean I can't watch a movie with you. Because you're going to tell me the movie, and I don't like that. I want to know for myself. Okay? So. Okay? And to me, that's just being fair. Because if you're going to teach the class, then you need to teach your own. Girl, the quickest way to make me mad too, and y'all see people still doing it in here years later, and I don't know why they do. Because you can teach your own class. You don't got to try to teach mine. It's weird. Now, here we go. So, all of those books, the 1, 2, and 3, you can read them online. My son told me last night. And I was going to tell y'all after we got through this, but patience, Lord. Send them patience, Jesus. I can't even get through my class. Yeah, man. Here we go, okay? You're welcome. I was going to tell y'all, I was just trying to get through the class. I love it that y'all want the information. Go ahead, Auntie. What you got, Auntie Sam? You're welcome. You're welcome. Spent the morning giving away books. That just cleared my last request on my thank you list. Come on, Auntie. Come on. Come on. And you was giving away books while I was fussing at folks, huh? About don't be trying to abuse the system we got over here. Hello. Come on, Auntie. Congratulations. Come on. So you about to make you another thank you list? That's what you about to do? You making another one? You hear me? That was the last thing, so then that mean you then started another one? You said I want to hear more. People ruining porque, throwing my chancla. Come on. Ja, screenshot this. God know what he doing, Auntie. He do. That's the book. I need you to come on in here. Okay. Thank you, Auntie. I always look at our classes like real conversations, and I enjoy the build up to the conclusions. I need context to fully appreciate the end. Exactly. Exactly. And so when folks come in here trying to tell it, like rushing to the end, it pisses me off. It really do. Because let me get what God has given me. I don't know why people do that. It drives me nuts, honestly. It really, really do. And I've been saying it for the whole time. I feel like when you narrate the Bible, the people come to life for me. Right. It's like, why do y'all do that? It's weird. I don't get it. I don't understand. And that's why I be looking the way I be looking. Yeah. Yes. I love our family too, Auntie. Sorry, I had to get a little crazy in here. Okay. They take the wind out of the sails. They do. And that's why we have to say the stuff we have to say around here, which is crazy. You said, yep, that's what I love about it, the build up, because it allows things to register for us and think or get revelation. And I don't know why people do that. They come in here and it don't make me happy. It's like, if you've already read the story, leave it there, because we can all get something different and it still will connect. Exactly. Especially if you said you didn't know about her and you want to share what you learned. Exactly. Or exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it drives me crazy because y'all know people do it, and then when I roll my eyes at them, then they be acting like I did something wrong. No, you already know the rules. You said I love it when you get excited. It makes it that much better. I just be trying to understand, like, what is you doing? Let me go blow my nose. You heard me? I don't like it, and that's why I just look at people like this. You said you have to get a little crazy. We are a really big family. The larger the family, the more crazy you have to get, Auntie. Because I didn't have to put it down about folks trying to use us. You hear me? You already know. You and I have talked about what's going on, and folks is still thinking this is back in 2022. It's not, and funds is not flowing in America that way. So I let folks know we can't every single month. We're not. No, we're not doing that. It's a whole bunch of stuff, and just all the rules laid out again. All the rules laid out again, which I feel like, because everybody here except for Deacon K and a few other people, okay, is over 18. You can comprehend. I mean, I know we got some dyslexic and whatever else, but your ears is cool. Why are we still having to say the same things over and over and over again? And it drives me. And then when I got an attitude, people want, what's wrong with CERCA, nigga? Because why am I having to say the same thing to grown folks over and over? All right, y'all, I'm sorry. Gonna take a break real quick. Okay, y'all ready? I bought a 3-pound burrito to celebrate. My back is gonna stay fat. That part. Listen, we're gonna have a start expelling people from school. I already have, Auntie. I already have. I already have, because there's some folks that think they hustling us and they're not gonna do that. And you already know. We talked about it. Like I said, we don't waste money. You hear me? So folks just be asking for stuff because, oh, okay, no, that's not what this is. It's not, because most people, listen, I hate to say it, my mama, she gives and stuff like that. But my mama also, if you got something to get, she has so much that it is taking over her house. But if somebody gonna give her something, she's still gonna take that and go buy some stuff and all this. I just can't. And I'm not knocking my mama because she do give a lot. But also, it's like that's greedy to me. You know, when you don't think about nobody else, you think every single time you're supposed to have something, all of that stuff. Like I just had to go off because when we do our giveaways, some people every single time they're gonna ask, and that's not okay. If you got something last time, you don't know. We're not doing that. You have to leave room for other people to be able to be blessed as well. And some people get selfish and they're like, oh, they giving it away. I'm just going to ask. No, that's not what it is. If you've received stuff from us over the years, then you have to wait and let somebody else get the opportunity to be blessed by WOIU as well. And if you are not being responsible with your finances, it is not up to us to make that up for you. You need to go to God, go to the resources. I don't want to say use us as a last resort, but you put your pride to the side, because see, with us, don't nobody got to see you. So people would rather do that than going and going to where people can see them to get the help that they need. Well, no, we're not doing that. You said, I don't understand that if they don't need it, I'm not going to ask for it, regardless if it's free or not. Girl, you would not believe. It's some folks in here, every time we have a thing, they are going to try to be the first one to put their name on there, even though they've already received stuff from us. And it's not like this is different, right? I've been saying this, haven't I? Even when we first started this in 22. I said, if you got something last time, you don't get to be in this one. Every single time we have a giveaway, I say that, and it goes right over their head, and they're going to ask anyway. Like, I can't go back and see all the emails where you have asked to do it, and you already know that you got something from the last time or the time before that or the time before that. I can see the emails. They're not deleted. So I'll go and look and see if you got something, because again, I still have all of my stuff from Amazon too, so I know who we sent stuff to. So when people do that, it burns me up in my stomach. I don't like that. And have you been telling people you were keeping track through Amazon for the books, so they know this part, and they'll still do it. They still gonna do it. Be the first one. As soon as they hear giveaway, here go my address, here go my, wait a minute, you got something. And some people have gotten stuff twice or 3 times, or whatever, and then it's still coming at you. We're not doing that. It's all these people. Now, no, we don't have thousands and thousands like we did, but we still got hundreds of people. And there are some people that have needed the help and won't ask because I be fussing. No, I want the people that actually need the help to ask, and the people that have received or that is whatever, fall back a little bit so somebody else can feel like God hear them too. I be going off. I be trying to be nice about it, but some folks greedy. I'm trying to tell you what I know, and selfish. You hear me? I'm talking about, and ain't sent in nothing to help not a soul else, but I always want to receive. No, we're not doing that. And they do get under my skin, and let me put my eyebrows down. Folks was writing in, oh, can you send 5 of my family members books? No, but you can. I mean, sending in a whole list. I'm serious. I got this person and this person and this person and this person. How much money you didn't spend? It's not our responsibility to lace your whole family with books. That's not no. This is for people that's going to be in our class so that they can have school books. We are not your personal book, nothing or whatever. No. And after y'all was telling me folks wasn't reading them and y'all going over there, that's $50 that could have went on somebody's lights. I don't waste money. I don't even waste my own money. So I'm definitely not gonna waste nobody else's. No. No. Folks is real crazy. And I just roll my eyes. The heck? Just crazy. They are entitled and abusers. It's real crazy. Now, if you know this person is going to come to class, okay. But these are our school books for people that plan to be in school with us. We're not just, oh, I know somebody that can sit. No. No. It still fascinates me that people think like this and don't see nothing wrong with it. Baby, you would never believe. That's why I don't have nobody reading emails, because I already know y'all have attitudes. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. So that's why I have to keep reiterating this, which I don't know why I do. But we do. It's crazy. Real crazy. Anyway, back to class, because I'm going to let y'all go here in a minute. We almost at 3 hours. I bought 10 sets of OTP for my family, and only 4 people used them. So you know exactly what I'm... Now think about us. Think about... Let me get back here before I be and got a headache. All right. Here we go. So now that we know that Tiberius then told everybody, you said, yes, I wish I would have sent them to you. Or just somebody that was going to... You said, yes, ma'am, regarding the email attitudes. Listen. Folks just be wanting stuff for free. And that's not okay. You hear me? That's not okay. You said, right. It's like, what? We don't have money to waste. We are here to help people. So if you're not going to use it and you just want to, now, if you know they're going to use it, okay. But if not, no, wait and you spend your money. You said, yes, I bought some for people and they don't use them. They don't even use the regular Bible. Exactly. And they said they wanted them right, but want the knowledge we got without no work. When y'all told me y'all was going over to their house and they still in the plastic, that's why we readjusted the way that we send out books. If you know that they really are going to come into class, yes. But just, you took them back, right. That's crazy. No, because that money could have went to help somebody put some gas in their car or something like food on their table. No, we not, no. All right, here we go. So, it says God put it on John's heart to request from the emperor writings on his behalf. So basically, Mary sent John to Tiberius, and then Tiberius was like, John was like, you said, yeah, just got my OTP back from someone yesterday, and it was sitting on at her mom's house. Right. Been having a Bible in the house and don't even touch it, right. And we ain't wasting no money, because our people need help with their lights and water and gas. And so I want to say this. If you wonder why I haven't been saying, oh, we giving away books, because most of what comes in our community, y'all, goes for household needs. You hear me? I'm being totally transparent with y'all. Folks need help with car payments and lights and water and food. That's more important not that the word isn't important, but the funds that have been coming in really as of the last year or two almost have been towards making sure people can keep their lights on and that kind of stuff. Do you hear me? So no, we not sending out whatever, and we haven't been doing a lot of giveaways, because the giveaways are making sure that people can be okay. I don't care if it is whatever, like that's where the funds have been going. And so we was giving away a lot. Well, that's when we had a lot, but right now everybody is struggling. People are going through, people seeing what they can, so then we have to be wise with what God sends in so that we can help the people that actually need help. So that's why I be fussing, because y'all not just about to use the people that send in what they send in to help others, and then you feel like whatever, like we're not doing that. Remember when we were selling out Amazon for OTP, girl? Oh, I'm okay. And I done said this before, and the numbers are there. But the first year, we sent out over $60,000 in books from March to December of 22. And remember, sending out books now, not like we was because the finances go somewhere else. But the first year, no joke, it was enough to buy a small house. Okay? Now that's when everybody finances was good. It ain't like that no more. So if 5 people need $200 on their rent, well, that might be what it is for the month. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you get me? When we had it, we did a lot. But with our little that we have now, we do a lot with what we have. Do y'all hear me? It's more important that needs be met. Okay? So sometimes y'all think I be being mean. CERCA ain't said nothing because nobody knows what goes on behind the closed doors of here. When I get off of here and I get the emails, nobody don't know, but we're still giving, we're still doing, we're still whatever, but it's not like it was. And every year it has decreased. But y'all still don't see, how many times y'all seen me come on here and ask for some money, even since then? Okay? I still don't be asking for no money. And I don't want y'all to send none now because I'm saying this. I'm saying we do what we can or what we get every single month. Every single month we do. If we can help you with this, we help with what we can because it has to be spread out. Okay. So understand, even though our financial situation has changed drastically, we still doing what we can. Okay? You said never. I didn't know that was a thing. Yes. Yes. Honey, listen. I just told my son last night, and I don't know how he didn't know this. I said most organizations, like you know how we give the United Way and all that kind of stuff, they give away 10 cents on every dollar. We give away 90 on every dollar. Do you hear me? All of them agencies that we give when we go to the gas station and buy the little paper, they give. So if you give them $10, they're only giving $1 to the people in need. Where the other 9 going? Okay? We give away the 9 and keep the 10 cents. And that's to pay our bills and, well, it was running the website and different things. And then, y'all, I told y'all how much I take. It has not changed in 4 years. I'm still living off the same amount. So with that, and there's even money that you all have sent me that I just put it in a pot, and I don't care if y'all get mad. I'm about to tell y'all I do. Because if somebody need help, we just put the money where it goes. Okay? I want y'all to understand that. Okay? So understand that yes, only 10 United Way, all of them, they give 10% of the proceeds. And they tell you that. We're going to give 10 cents on every dollar. So if you give the United Way $10, they only giving $1 to people that need it. We do the opposite. And we have been for 4 years. 90% of what comes in here goes out to help other people. And sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes it's whatever it is. But again, we got to do stuff and get stuff for class. And some of the stuff that I get to show y'all what we're doing, that type thing, they do. They do. And if you don't believe me, you can go look it up. You can go look at how much they get in donations and how much they gave away. It's 10%. You said spend most of the money on marketing and tax breaks just a waste. Exactly. Exactly. And we do not do that. That's why we didn't go get no office. We didn't go do this. This is pretty much everything we got is homemade and whatever else, because we do the opposite of what they do. They keep, yeah, they do. They do. You said I knew it. I appreciate everything you do for this community. So I only fuss under my breath and not as much no more. Yeah. And dude, well, listen. God know what he doing over here. Right? You said my mouth was moving faster than my fingers. I got you. It's okay. Yeah, they do. And that's why I started, even for me, like once I learned that, man, I started giving to the people on the street. Because I'm like, oh, well, that's how they got a yacht, talking about they got a nonprofit organization and all of this stuff, but they live real good. But I done went to that charity and couldn't get no help. And they just said they just got a $2 million, what's the name, and this and that, but y'all only can give me $3.27. I don't know. Okay. Now that I know. Yeah. Once I learned, that's when my money started going to my friends and the people that I knew needed it and all of that, because, no, I ain't doing that. Yeah, no. They only give away 10% of the proceeds, and they keep millions and billions and trillions of dollars for themselves. We're not doing that. You ain't helping nobody. You can't get my money. No. Anyway, back to this. All right. So it said, now that we know that Tiberius said, better not nobody lay a hand on her, then she sent John. Well, she sent John to go talk to Tiberius. She didn't go herself. Tiberius, just go get it herself. And So it says, God put it on John's heart to request from the emperor writings on his behalf. Lest he said, when the Jews hear that I brought writings to you, they kill me. Tiberius also wrote to Herod, look after John, son of Zebedee, and let no one oppose him before John comes to it, which is home. So when Mary Magdalene sent a letter to Tiberius about what Herod was doing to her, he taking her animals, taking her land, all of this stuff, Tiberius said, better not nobody lay a hand. Now John was sad, right? Because he like, if I go back and tell the Jews that you said they can't say nothing against Mary and they can't take none of her stuff and all of this, they gonna try to kill me. So can you give me a letter stating this so that way I can show them these are not my words, they are your words. You think God had a hand in that? Huh? Thank you, Auntie. You think God had a hand in that? And did. And did. Because he knew what was about to go on. So if the women were not so important, why did God have them being protected? And how is it that they could get leaders to move when the men couldn't? Huh? The women were able, Esther and other women, to get in, Hannah and all of these folks. They was able to get into the places of the powerful men where powerful men couldn't go. Hello? And able to move the hearts of the powerful men in order to get the job done. While they talking about women ain't supposed to minister and all this old mess. He love the baby girls. He do. Okay, here we go. So we gonna skip over this and let me show you something else. Exactly, they were. But look here. So it says, when our Savior gave up his spirit on the cross, the Magdalene quickly ran to the home of Nicodemus. We know this, we read it in Nicodemus. She found Joseph, his brother, from Arimathea, sitting with him. She requested that they go to Pilate and take the body of the Lord and place it in the tomb. Mary did? Yep, and it was the woman who stayed with Jesus. Girl, can you let me get to it, daughter? We right there. We right there. We right there. You said, yep, you catch more flies with honey. And as women, we got a full pot of it and do. And even if we're not offering it up to men, they still treat us sweet and do. Because guess what? Hey, Pumpkin, it's right here. Look at this. You said it. She requested that they go to Pilate. So Mary is like CERCA. Remember I told y'all I used to call people out of state and be like, hey, my peoples is up there. I need you to take care of them. I need you to da-da-da-da. Go pick them up. Da-da-da-da-da. You all right, girl. You all right. Right? So first she didn't went to Tiberius and told on Herod. Now she's sending Nicodemus and them to Pilate, saying, hey, I need you to do something for me. That's how you know she had pull. What's her name? Jesus' great grandma. What's her name? Rahab. Okay. It says she requested that they go to Pilate and take the body of the Lord and place it in the tomb. They said, Our Lady Magdalene, if you go to him, it is possible for you to do this rather than us, because the order of the emperor is in your hand. He said he gonna do it. If I bet my eyes at him, he might. They said, Mary, now you know Tiberius Pilate like you a lot better than he like us. Hello. Why is my connection unstable? They playing. They playing over here. Yeah. He said, you know that you know that nigga gonna listen to you more than he listen to us. Why am I reading about Rahab right now? Auntie. Come on in. You know how we do around here. We all on one accord. Kind of like Deborah's husband wouldn't go to war without her. She had to pull too. Come on. She had to pull. And we did. You've been kicked out 3 times. Interesting. Oh, yeah, they don't like this. They don't like this. She said, maybe if I bet my eyes alone. You know, she was like, but nah, I need y'all to go because, you know what I'm saying, I got some other stuff I'm handling. This is not in there, but it should be. Hello. This should be in there. Okay? Listen. It says, she said, it is not right that a woman go to the governor so that he give the body, but take the money and give it to him. She said, but here go this little change. Take it up there. I need you to go and take this money and go up there and buy this cave so we can go and do what we're going to do right here. I didn't know that I can remember that Mary paid for his tomb. Did you? Take this little change. Mary Magdalene paid for Jesus' tomb. And it did belong to Arimathea or whoever, but they had to go and get whatever they, you know, the legal parts of it. She the one that gave the money. And Jesus loved her dearly. That explains why it took, it looks the way it does, gold and everything on it. It doesn't say that anywhere in the Bible. Okay. She the one that gave the money. That's why Jesus loved her. And we find out more. He told her so many things. And it makes it even better when you realize he's her little cousin. Come on. I didn't. They had me believe Joseph already had it purchased. No. It's right here. She gave the money. Sighing and smiling. Girl, wouldn't nothing get done without us. I don't care, men. I'm sorry. Wouldn't nothing get done without us. Y'all be running around like cuckoo birds. You said, reminds me of the show I've been watching, The Tudors. The women made moves. It did. That's why so much of the Bible is missing, because the rest of it is us. The rest of it is us. They only, if you look at it, they really only put the evil women in the Bible. Jezebel. Where about the good ones? Miriam, when she messed up. And they only, the girl that killed the dude, they didn't really put none of the good women in there. And we know that it was some. Because God's heart, he said, I'm near to the wailing women. Well, where the wailing women at? Why we don't know about them? Interesting, right? Okay, here we go. she said, but take the money, give it to him, and he will give the body to you. So they went to Pilate, and he gave them the body of Jesus, and he did not take the money from them. You said we as women always made moves the way behind the scenes mirrors exactly what's going on in the churches. Wait a minute. We made moves and then still do and do. You said mirrors exactly what's going on now in the churches, which is mostly of the ministries only want them in that one area. Right. And whole time. Ain't this crazy? It made me excited. Okay, here we go. It says, so they went to Pilate, and he gave them the body of Jesus, and he did not take any money from them. He brought the body down. The sun rose when they had brought the body down, because when he had given up his spirit, a great earthquake had occurred. They gave him many perfumes. Saint Magdalene poured upon his body the oil that remained from Lazarus' sister, which Christ had commanded him to keep until the day that he was buried. They prepared him, placing him in Joseph's new tomb with a garden. They rolled a great stone and placed it upon the mouth of the tomb. I'm going to read this last part. I'm not going to read all of it. But when he was resurrected, Mary is like the woman, Suge and Harlem Nights. Men will do anything for her. Exactly. So, when Jesus reappeared to his mama, right? Because she didn't believe he had been raised. And everybody went back to Nicodemus' house, and they was trying to get her. Remember, we read this, and she was mad at everybody, like, y'all let him kill my baby and all this stuff. Well, when she finally did see Jesus, she tried to touch him. And guess what he told his mama? Don't touch me. She said, boy, what you mean? Don't touch you. I just had to watch you go through all of that. He said, you still got the dust of those evil Jews on you. You gonna have to wash yourself first. And matter of fact, while you at it, don't touch me. Listen. Come on. Don't touch me. Right? Because he said you still got the dust that fell off of the evil Jews on you. Don't touch me. The dust that fell off of their clothes was filthy to God in the space that he was in. Huh? So much so that the disciples had to go wash their clothes and then meet him on the mount. The dust that the Jews walked around in was filthy to God. Go clean up. Come on. He said, I can feel and see the dust that fell off of their clothes onto you. You can't touch me. Tell me that's not mind-blowing. They walking around in dirt. How would you know which particles fell off the dirty Jews? As a mama, I would have been devastated. Girl, when I read it, I clutched my pearls. Reminds me of that scripture when he told the prophets or the disciples, when he had told them if they don't accept the dust off you. Come on. He wasn't playing. Isn't that crazy? Listen. So he said, right here, it said, then the time came and he was going to his father. While the Magdalene was still at the mouth of the tomb, he called her name Miriam. She recognized him and came and persuaded him. And his mother said, Rabbi, Rabboni, however you say that, you have risen, truly you have risen. His mother reached out toward him in order to embrace him. He stopped her and said, don't touch me. And she began to cry, why, my Lord and my son, do you make me a stranger to yourself today? The Savior said, I do not make you a stranger to me, but because you have not listened. You are of the house of John, you who are in the midst of the Jews, being so polluted that the dust from their feet falls from your garments, those that I did not permit being filthy ever. It is impossible for the dust of those impious ones to touch the clothing that I have placed upon myself until I ascend up to my Father. But go to my brothers and tell them that I have risen. Let them wash their garments, come to Galilee, and I will reveal myself to them, and I will give them my peace. Do you not know, my mother, that I suffered everything because of the disobedience that has occurred since the beginning? The Magdalene went and told the disciples that she had seen the Lord and that he had said these things to her. He said, you sitting around them dirty folks and I can feel the dirt on you. Ain't that crazy? Hey, crazy, right? Mm-hmm. It says, it happened after these things in the 15th year after the resurrection from the dead of our Savior that the holy Theotokos, which is Mary, the mother of Jesus, died on the 21st of the month of Tobi. She called all the apostles and appointed her sister Mary Magdalene among them. She commanded them, saying to them, listen to her as if she is me. And then she died. So it says 15 years, and I feel like we read this before somewhere else. 15 years after Jesus died, she died, it says. Mary, the mother of Jesus. 15 years. Now, I feel like I read maybe like 20 or something like that somewhere else. And I know the numbers, they play with them depending on who's whatever. But she died 15 years after her baby transcended. Crazy, right? Hmm. I think these are things we should know. I think these are things she was, because she had them when she was like 14, 15. She was what, 45 or so, roughly 48 when he so she was like 62, right? She wasn't that old. Crazy, they don't even mention when she passes. Girl, they don't tell us when Eve died either, right? Right. So she wasn't even that old. Crazy. I think these are important details, do you? You think these are important details that we should know about the Lord's story? And they tell us, oh, what does that have to do with salvation? A lot. A whole lot. It gives you a better perspective of the Bible. It does. Right. Now, this right here makes me excited. You said sometimes I be wanting to bite. You said I be wanting to bite God. I be wanting to bite God, and you said because you said God and me. It just be that good, right? You just want to bite something. Apocalypse of Moses says Eve died 7 days after Adam. I was amazed. It should be 6, but yes, it's between 6 and 7. They left out parts that are important, right? Right. Now I understand who Mary Magnolia was. Magdalene? I don't know who Mary Magnolia is. Mary Magdalene? Typo. It's all right. A deeper understanding of his life. That part. Now, here we go. I'm going to read this little bit and then I'm going to let y'all go. Here we go. Oh. I really want to tell y'all about this too. Okay, so I'm just going to skip over some stuff because it's a lot in here. We read this in another book, but it reiterated it in this one. Golgotha is where Adam was buried. And when I tell y'all, because it's so much. Okay, so we're just going to go there. Okay. Did y'all know that? That's why Jesus had to be crucified on Golgotha. Because that's exactly the first place that Adam's, like when God crowned Adam king, because it says Adam was the first prophet, the first king, and the first priest on earth. Which makes sense. He was the first king. He was the first prophet. Listen. It makes sense. Because think about it. He is the one that revealed all of the things that God told him to the people that came after him. Okay? Because remember, God told Adam everything that was going to happen to his lineage. Did he not? God set him down. Jesus set him down and told him, in 5,500 years, your kids is going to do this, your kids is going to do this, and I am going to send my son to come through here and undo what you did. Well, Adam, after he died, once they went, God told him, it's in here too, they had them relocate Adam out of the cave of treasures and take his body to Golgotha. Because Jesus was the second Adam, and he had to come undo the death that Adam brought on to us. So it's a specific reason as to why Jesus' blood had to be shared on Golgotha, because that is where Adam's body was buried. The skull, the place of the skull, to undo the death. Ain't that crazy? Strategic and it's in here. And that's why I say this a lot. I was trying to get to it, but we used 80 minutes. So I'm just going to go on and bust that out. Adam's body was buried under Golgotha. Not the first time. They put him in the cave of treasures at first. To be till a certain point. And then they reburied him. And y'all know they used to do this with the prophets. They would put the prophets' bones in a thing. And he said, when you leave, take them with you. The first person they did that with was Adam. You said, my poor little muffin cap. That's also where the head of Goliath is buried. So the seed of the woman crushed the seed of the serpent. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. You said, I visited Adam's grave. They have it encased. They point out where Jesus' blood ran down into his grave. Very moving moment. Come on, Auntie. So Jesus' blood, they show where it ran into Adam. So you seen it? Auntie, you knew this thing. Come here, Auntie. Let me pinch your underarm. Did y'all hear what Auntie said? She saw Adam's grave, and they point out the place where Jesus' blood ran down onto it. Auntie, just, you always coming in here confirming some stuff. Look here. Ain't this crazy? I want to bite her under her fat meat real hard. Oh, Auntie. That's why I'm happy he let you go over there. So Auntie done seen the place. Auntie done seen the place where it happened. What? Why would they try to hide that from us? Just crazy. Right. Auntie done seen all the good stuff. Auntie, come here and let me bite your arm under this part right here. Let me bite your arm under this part, Auntie. I'm biting Auntie ankles for real. Right. I watched a documentary about one Auntie saw. Please send it to me. Please send it. I'm going to bite you too. Bring me your fat meat too. What? So Auntie has seen it, and here it's so good. Right. You said the Ark of the Covenant was supposedly found where Jesus was crucified at. So it was on the Ark, the blood that needed to be shed in order to go in God's presence. Wow. Wow. You and Auntie about to get an arm bite. Both of y'all. Right. Auntie, come here and let me bite you under your arm right here. Just right here. Not just a nibble. Not too hard. So Auntie has seen the place. Auntie has seen the place. Y'all can... Auntie, did you leave us? Wow. You said, I want to see the documentary. Where can I watch? Right, me too. Now, don't you start nothing. You said when you do stuff, other stuff kick off. Listen, Auntie didn't already started. Auntie got to take us with it, right? Listen. So the blood that went on the Ark of the Covenant is the living blood. Because they said blood still drips down on that thing. I just seen a thing that's saying that the Ethiopians have it, which I believe that already too. They said it's still in one of their temples. Yes, this is why they said blood could be sending for testing the blood. That's why they could test it. Right. Is y'all toes wiggling? Because mine's is. I love this class. And all of the hair is standing up. And you said you don't want to know nothing else about the Lord? And all of the... Y'all don't feel like this is a mystery? Huh? I think I took pictures, over 3,000 photos. Ooh, auntie, if you can, please send them. I know, whenever you get time, don't take no rush. I mean, don't rush, because I know you be having a million other things going. Yep, it was under the rock that cracked when he was crucified and the earthquake happened. What? You said the ark was found in or near Ethiopia, too. There's a documentary on a guy who found it. Right. Right, they got it. I just watched something on TikTok where they said they know the exact place. They know exactly where it is and what temple it is in Ethiopia. And they said blood do come down at certain times and just be on the ark. I want to know where Cain is so bad. I have to just have a light convo. Yeah. I can't remember the man's name who found the ark. Hey, nephew, I ain't seen you in a while. Hey. Hi. Listen, this right here, but this is why when I be talking to pastors and stuff and they be like, none of that matters, I'll be like, bro, Ethiopia is where the cave Jesus was born too. Exactly. You said Ethiopia is also the country that has never been colonized. You said they tested the blood and said it wasn't like blood. It only had our blood. It only has 23 chromosomes. Right. I thought it was 24. Was it 23? I thought it was 24. It was like 23 and then a Y or something. Not Enoch. Thing saying hi to him. Hi. He said, oh, that's my TT. She talking to me? Hilarious. It's still alive. Like Henrietta Lacks. Yes. You said they have the real calendar and original Bible too. And now y'all see why I wanted the Ethiopian Bibles. And the Sefer and all of that. That's why these is important. You remember when folks came in here telling me we don't need all this? We just need the Bible. And I just look at them and say, you don't know, do you? You can't. You said, yes, they tested the blood on it, and it's still alive, and it only had one set of chromosomes. I'm going to try and put them in a photo album. You all right, auntie? Take your time. They have Caesar. Okay. You said Ron Wyatt is the guy's name? Okay. You said, oh, yes, Ethiopian people say that the real ark on a small island that nobody can cross. Yep. Yep, all the hair on my body is standing up. I like this. Y'all know that I like this? All the hair, I mean, I feel like it's just going up and down like this. Up and down, up and down. I finally have the EO. You haven't dived into it yet. YouTube keeps kicking me out. I bet. Listen. Is he the dude that did he's the one that told us that the world was only 7,000 years old, too. Or close to 7,000 years. And he was like the flood and the dinosaurs and all of that is in there together. Him and that man did what's the name together? A documentary. They said my books were props. They did. But now y'all see why all of these. Okay. So let's read this real quick and then. And we'll come back to it. Okay. Y'all, because I feel it coming on this side. So we're just going to move on. Okay. So real quick. It was something I was about to tell y'all. Oh, here we go. I love this so much too. And see what happens when we all have information. Do you see? Because you didn't watch some, auntie didn't been there, somebody didn't read something, and it just makes all the pieces to the puzzle fit. And this is why I used to be mad at the pastors. Like, you don't even want to know? All my minister friends, I'm like, you don't need, like, this is good. I don't need to know that, sis. It don't got nothing to do with salvation. You need to focus on, oh, okay, well, you focus on that. And I'm going to focus on getting to know my dad better. So when I get to the door, hopefully he don't say, you never knew me, or I never knew you. Whichever comes first. Here we go. I'm going to read this and then I'm going to let y'all go, okay? Here we go. It says, before the apostles dispersed to preach, we stayed in Jerusalem a short while until Paul, the man of Tarsus, came into the congregation. And the apostles wrote the Gospels, and the Paraclete descended, and they learned the language of every land. That gift of tongues, we know that the people could understand them. But not only in that moment, they stayed there for a while and learned every language because God sent them out into the world. Now, how many times? Okay. So when you hear people say, oh, it wasn't no J and da 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 da. Well, there's languages that don't even have the dialect that we have, or, you know, all of the different vowels and sounds, and we don't think that God knew that. Huh? You don't think that the people that he chose after he was gone, that he knew that they were going to need to speak multiple languages? Because everybody didn't speak the same language, because we know from our big green book that the Asians were living, everybody was living. The Mayans and whoever else that these people were, they were already alive. So he made sure to equip them. What good would it be? Like, please, I'd be like, well, I just don't want to hear you using J no more. Right. You said, like, and what is it supposed to mean to God? Right, exactly. Oh, English wasn't a language. You don't think he took that into consideration when he... Okay. Right? So I was happy to see that. It said, when the Paraclete descended and they learned every language, the language of every land, Christ came to them daily, teaching them with the canons and the rule of offering. Matthew wrote the gospel, speaking about the birth of the Savior. Paul wrote the gospel. The Holy Spirit was given to Luke, speaking the good news of Christ. Peter wrote the gospel. The Spirit was given to Mark, speaking in his beginning about the baptism of John. John wrote his gospel, speaking about the word that became in flesh. I received the Psalter, which is like the book of Psalms. Paul wrote also all of 14 epistles. One by one, the apostles wrote them. They brought with them for preaching in Egypt, because they preached to the lands that were near them, still being in Jerusalem and Egypt, and the other lands that are in the south. We remained in Jerusalem when the Savior came to St. Magdalene, visiting her and teaching her the many hidden mysteries. Because she asked, who knew that Mary Magdalene asked about Adam and Eve? I didn't, but she did. She asked about the creation, and there was some stuff in there that is not in our other stuff. Like, oh, the hair on my body is about to, what's the name? Y'all know how they keep finding those crystal skulls? Just like the one in Indiana Jones, the place of the crystal skull. And they said somebody made way back in the day, and they wasn't real. They made them out of some kind of material that they still don't know. Y'all, all the hair on my body is standing up. Y'all want to hear something? Why do they keep messing with my internet connection? You said that's why one of them said that Jesus spent the most time with her and taught her. Oh, he gave her the goods. Who's heard of the crystal skull? Or have you ever seen Indiana Jones where he was looking for the crystal skull? Y'all know about the crystal skulls? They said they got magic powers and everything. Okay. I got something for you. I'm going to just read a bit of this. Then God created Adam in his holy hands according to his likeness and his image. The angels saw the likeness of Adam as he had been made in his great glory, and they were disturbed. Seeing the likeness of his beautiful face shining like the sun, Joseph's face shone like the sun, we know that. The lights of his eyes were like rays. You mean like Noah's? Remember, we couldn't understand where those traits came from. Now we know. Adam had the same eyes that Noah had. The way that Joseph's face shone like the sun, Adam. The genetic traits. But that ain't even a head buster. I'm about to bust your head to the white meat. You ready? Look at this. His body was luminous and he shone like a crystal. You mean he sparkled like that? You mean that's what he did? You mean he sparkled like this? Like the girl on X-Men, you mean? You said, and I ain't trying to be funny, but you mean his whole body looked like this right here? Huh? You said what? Well, because he wasn't even born. He was created, like how Moses spent time with God, and when he came down, he had a light on him and glowed. The crystal skulls. The crystal skulls. This the sixth time YouTube has kicked you out. I believe it, auntie. I gotta go mop my line. I'll be right back. Right! And they said the crystal skulls got power. You mean what? But ain't that how they said the angels shine too? Like on Twilight. Right! They've been playing in our face the whole time. They tried to tell us that somebody carved those a long time ago. Well, why was y'all trying to find them and why did they have magic powers? This part. Twilight literally describes the vampires as having skin like diamonds. Come on. Y'all, all the hair on my body is standing up. I don't know if y'all's is, but it's going up and down and up and down when they go into the light and God is the light. Girl! They've been playing in our face. And if they hide stuff like, thank you, Joy Joy. If they hide stuff like this, we'll never know. This is why they didn't want us reading outside the Bible, because they couldn't sell us no movies. Y'all, I'll be right back. I need to run to the restroom. You said, and if I remember one of the movies, one of the angels of the fallen, they turned into crystal, and they used it as magic. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Shut up, Antoinette. Oh, you said I just read about how Moses shined bright every time he visited God. Come on. It's in our face. Really, because they, y'all toes is digging into your shoes? Is they digging in? Is they digging in like mine? Is you twisting your hair? You clicking your pen? What is you doing? You doing your nervous twitch? You pulling the back of your hair? What you doing? And them being up under God. Yeah, Adam had. Listen. Now you see why I was like, oh my girl, you don't even know. You didn't answer. So look. So I've been coming up missing because I've been looking around for stuff. And y'all know I went and was right. Oh my God, this goes with this book. And this is on this page because that's how I have to do it. I'm pacing. Okay. You said also ties into the transfiguration. Each time, each person had an encounter with God. Yes, I'm walking on my treadmill about to fall off. You said, come on now, I'm shaking. Come on. And you don't want to know more about the story? He said, I got mysteries. Well, I want to know them. You said, now I want to watch Twilight. Come on. Over here rocking, eating my cup of noodles. Girl, listen. And now you see why I was like, give me a minute. We're going to get to it. Because I didn't even get to the other good stuff that was in here. Because Satan had a lot. He had a lot to do. He had a lot to do. Like, I'm at one accord. Come on, Auntie. So when Adam walked with God daily, he shined and his glory on him, and it left when he left God's presence. Girl, it's right in here. So you just gonna get in the stuff that I was about to. You just be come here. So mama can kiss you on your forehead, and I just bit a little bit of your cheek a little hard right there, because that's the part right here. So Satan, before God breathed the breath into Adam, he took a rest for a minute. And during the time that the body of Adam was laying there, before God breathed into him, Lucifer went and was hitting him and trying to damage his body. He hit him on the right side. You mean the side that Jesus was pierced on? What's crazy is Lucifer and his demons are still attacking people in utero because he wants them to not live a good life. Do you know that started with Adam? Yes. 2 days ago, I read Moses and the 70 elders had to eat, and God opened the heavens. Oh boy, I was going to leave that food and watch. Did you know it's places in Africa? Yes. Listen. Listen, right here. Mm-mm-mm. See if I can find it. Okay. It says he foreknew Satan's thoughts, which Satan had pondered concerning Adam, because God had made Adam a king and a priest and a prophet. God placed Adam in paradise to work in Eden. God planted the tree of life in the middle of the paradise, namely the cross of our salvation. When the devil saw Adam and Eve rejoicing, he was filled exceedingly with jealousy. He settled upon the snake and he flew with him into the air. He settled with him nearby. Hold on. I didn't jump. Mm-mm-mm. Hold on. I didn't jump ahead. Ooh, it's in here somewhere. Okay, y'all. It's in here. I can't tell you where it is. It's right in here where I'm at. My eyes is moving too fast. But anyway, he struck the side of Adam before God breathed the breath in him, right? And it's the same side that Jesus was struck on. And so it made me think about how the enemy tries to attack our babies in our womb before they ever are given actual life. He's literally doing the same thing that he did to Adam. He tries to make our babies sick and all different types of things before they get here so that they can't live a blessed life. Well, he did the same thing to the ultimate forefather, Adam. Okay? You hear me? Because why am I like this vampire in the shining sun? When we have seen vampires stay in the dark and can't stand the sun, right? Yeah. Crazy, right? That's in Adam and Eve too. He struck him after they got kicked out. Yep. Girl, he been beating on us since we got here. Ain't that crazy? Crazy. And it talks about how God held the light. Like, these books are really good. Thank you. I'm so happy we have them. I'm not gonna keep y'all, right? I'm gonna let y'all go. I might come see y'all this evening. I don't know. I've been working in the house, and I was supposed to go run errands a while ago, so I'm gonna go try to do that now. Hopefully it's been warmed up outside a little bit. The sun is out. So I gotta go run some errands real quick. I'm tired of Satan. Me too. So if we can, y'all, all the hair on my body is standing up. I'm telling you, this was good. Was this good to y'all? Cause it's more in here, but I just wanted to give y'all a quick rundown. Cause normally we'll read through it, but I know we ain't been having class like that, and y'all been reading and studying, so it's okay. But I thought y'all would like to know that part. Yeah, I thought y'all would like to know that. So I'm gonna let y'all go before I can't get to where I gotta go. And then your girl, you have every reason to be. Now, I showed it already, Cynthia. You wasn't paying attention. I showed it, Pumpkin, twice. I need y'all to screenshot. Hold it up. Because I showed you. I did. I already held this up. You said I'm coming over today since we about to study together. Okay. Come on in then. Come on. Yep, I already showed it. I love y'all. I love y'all. So I will see y'all later. And I'm sorry that I had to fuss, but we still got crazy people amongst us, just like Simon the Sorcerer. We still got some Simon the Sorcerers around here, which makes me sad, but it is what it is. You said y'all better get that book because the hard copy is $1,900. Thank you for my paperbacks. Hallelujah. You said yes. Have a great weekend. Please pray a prayer as I am having the service for my son that passed away this Saturday. We definitely will keep you in prayer. We definitely will. We definitely will. We definitely will. Yes. I'm at work watching the live and had to step away. I'm trying not to miss any more of your videos. Okay, I'm sorry. You said I just, all right. Thank you for my paperbacks. $1,900. God dang. That's crazy. Woo. And y'all said books ain't got no value. Says who? You see how they make the books that tell us everything real expensive, but the ones that don't really mean nothing, they cheap? Crazy, right? I told y'all. Y'all sitting over there on many fortunes. In real life, you said that's how much it is on Amazon right now. They just changed the price because y'all went looking. Amazon's still over here. Y'all know that, right? Just like they do with our movies. Netflix and them be over here too. Because as soon as we say we about to go watch it and folks start looking for it, then they make it where you got to pay for it and all of that. They still over here. They still over here. And have been for 4 years. Can y'all leave us alone, please? Please and thank you. Leave us alone. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go. Yes, can't wait to get off and work. To go get the downloads. Yes. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. You said you told us about getting the books before the prices go up. Yeah, everything. Everything. All the stuff we bought is now very valuable. It wasn't when we started, but it is now. You said write the titles down and watch it later when the hype dies down. That part. You said they say and go do. Hurry up, change it. They're about to go looking for it because y'all be looking it up in class, so they already know. Y'all, all the hair on my body keeps standing up. They already be knowing what to look for. I love y'all. I gotta go though. I gotta go run these errands real quick. Well, I'll probably get back on later. It depends. I've been trying to get my soap and stuff so together and get my stuff around here together. Like I got to get back on like dehydrating my vegetables and sealing up stuff because it'll be days and I won't do it. So trying to get my stuff together too. Okay. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later.